Yo, I
Yo, what's
saw
up,
you
neighbor?
yesterday.
Did you actually? There's no way.
Yeah, you're like on the side of the road. Julian and I were going to massage, but like you looked down. I was about to wave, and I was wearing my helmet anyway, so I think you probably wouldn't have seen that it's me. But
Yeah, there's no way I would have recognized you. But what'd you say?
are you in Canggu?
Yeah, I'm in Chengdu. I think we're in Brawa right now. So I was
Okay,
like,
same. We live here.
yeah, yeah. No, I looked up Body Factory because you guys had told me that forever ago. It was your gym. And so
Yes,
I was like,
that's
and me
right.
and yeah, and so me and one of the people I'm here with, he owns his own agency, like his own like ad agency. Um,
Nice.
yeah, and so we're looking at
It
like
connects you,
buying.
right?
Yeah, exactly. No, we are making connections out here for sure. But we were looking at getting like a short pass to Body Factory while we're here, so we can. Because the reason that him and I stayed extra time in Bali is because he's also looking at like places to like call a home base, not like to move to, but just like you know, just to be
Yeah.
able to spend a ton of
Get
time, man.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
an 8-minute scooter ride from Body Factory. So like, do you
Yeah.
know where like Atlas and Fins is?
No, no idea.
Okay, never mind. Cool.
You liking
Hey,
it,
guys.
Sean?
What'd you say,
You
Mark?
liking it
Jasmine,
down
are you
there?
ready? Or
Hold on 1 second. My Bluetooth is not working.
okay. Yeah. Yeah, guys, Julian's gonna join a little bit later, probably as well. Um, all right.
Yeah, I'm loving it down here, Mark. It's great. The weather's perfect. Like like a constant like 78 degrees. It's ridiculous. The sun's
Awesome.
always out. And also, this is something I didn't expect. The locals are like the nicest fucking people I have ever met. Like they're super, super nice. Like I ran out of cash the other day just because like ATMs are a bitch here. But like I ran out of cash and I was like fueling up and I was like, I'm so sorry, I don't have enough money. He's like, that's okay. That's okay. I'll see you later. And yeah, he
Is
was
there
super, that was super nice.
is there like any dangerous wildlife down there, like poisonous shit? I don't know.
Oh yeah, there are king cobras and pythons,
Oh
but they're
no.
very, very rare.
Okay, that's
All
cool.
right, guys, let's get into it. Hi, Emily.
Hello.
Hi. I don't know. Jasmine has some struggles with her internet or whatever. So wait a second here. But I know on the last call you guys like went really deep in like the offer and everything. Is that right?
Yeah, we
Julian?
yeah, so we went over the grand mail offer and we just like did that for practice, and then we went over the marketing agency offer. Is Jenny frozen?
Okay.
Okay. And then Julian said that he had a possible client for the marketing agency. How did that go?
We haven't talked to him yet, but it's his name's Dan, and I don't really know much about him. It's kind of like on Julian's side, just been like looking into like how we can create a offer that like is a no-brainer. But yeah, I guess like that's the only thing you guys went through. You didn't do like any more Facebook things or anything like that.
No, we just talked about what it would look like for the agency and the type of clients that we want to be getting. And I actually have a sales call with someone tomorrow, and it's kind of like the perfect client for the agency. So I do have some questions about that.
Sweet. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Julian's going to join for anyone that didn't hear that. But I'm curious too, like, has everyone figured out the Facebook ad account thing here? You got all set that up? Who has hands up? Who did it?
Pretty sure.
Like I said last time though, I already had it set up apparently, and I didn't even realize it. So I just want to go through and make sure that it's actually right.
Oh, and Another
Yeah.
thing that Julian told us to do was create creatives for the ads that we would be publishing on Facebook ad. So I did
Okay.
have some of those.
Love that, love that. Okay, so let's just really quick check out Jasmine. You share your screen, show us your ad thingy
Yeah.
that you've set up, and then everyone can just kind of see for themselves if you have it the right way. And then we can go through some ad creatives until Julian joins, and then we can go into the offer stuff and like how we can sell better.
Okay. Jean, were you able to figure it out?
Yeah, I was just watching the
Okay.
recording and it seemed pretty straightforward. But the guy that I'm here in Bali with, he like his main consultancy is Facebook ads. Like he runs Facebook ads for other people. And so I was asking him questions and he was like, yeah, this is gonna take a while to learn. Like there's no way around
Yeah.
it. It's just a fucking behemoth. So
Mm.
I got
But
it.
that's the first step. Figuring out how to fucking navigate that shit. And then it's a lot, but
Mhm.
we're gonna
Okay.
learn shit. Okay, so you have your Facebook page.
Yes.
You have
I just want to
connected
make
it?
sure.
Yeah.
Sorry?
It's connected to Instagram, I see.
Yeah, these are all like old accounts too from like middle school, so just ignore that. But it was already like paired, and I think it's because I did run an ad like last year for when I was doing network marketing, so I probably set it up and didn't even realize it. But I don't know if it's 100% right. So
Okay. Yeah, so we have to see if it's actually connected to the page, a new page, or your personal account. So if you go to all tools, I think it's all tools, guys, where this is the business suite, right? How do we navigate from the business suite to our actual ad account?
You want to
Yeah.
go to Ads Manager.
Yeah.
Under Advertise, you're on the same page for all tools. Ads Manager.
oh, I
Under
see.
Advertise.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that's where you actually go to the ads manager. The business suite just manages everything and kind of like gives you an overview. But I personally never use it. I just go right here and that's where I do everything. Yeah, just
So I have to
X
turn off
that.
the ad blocker.
So it seems like you have not been here yet since it showed up.
That's weird because I definitely was with Emily.
Okay.
We definitely accessed it. Yeah, let's see this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we turned it off for it was like temporary.
Click
Yeah.
on your picture on the left. All right, so you see you have your account and a business account. Okay, click on your Jasmine Sung business account. Is that the Jasmine Sung business account? Is that something you have created just recently or it's been there for a while?
No, I think it's been there because it linked with my Instagram when I ran the ad, because that's what my Instagram name looks like in my bio. It has like those like emoji things on the side of it. So
okay, so you haven't set it up because you don't have any ad account connected, and the ad account is not connected to any page. So I think
that's
Emily,
so
you
weird
have
because it did last time.
okay. Yeah, so what you would have to do, anyone can help?
I'll let you guys try and help.
Come on, guys. Mark.
All right, let's go to business settings because that's the only button we have.
So if I was looking at it last time, was that then from my personal account? Because I literally had like ads I ran in the past, like everything was up. It wasn't blank.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that's not real ads. What you've ran is Instagram.
It was the Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, is that Jasmine Sung with like the leaf emojis? Like, is that what you want to be promoting?
Doesn't matter. That's just the ad
I'm not
account name.
promoting anything.
Oh,
I know you
okay.
have to go to
So-
ad. And this was happening last time, so, or I clicked.
But you don't even have an ad
Some-
account on your business account. Like you
But
need
it's-
to create
well-
an ad account.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, like you said, you created an ad account, right?
I thought that I did.
Okay. So how can we check to see if you have an ad account?
When me and Emily were doing it last time, we went to
Okay,
It was,
so
like,
don't
under-
go anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. Okay,
yeah. I'm just
it
gonna
was
click
under
right,
like.
right
Okay,
here.
okay, gotcha.
Right here, you'll see
Under ad
all of the ad
accounts right there.
accounts. Yeah.
Okay, so I
So
don't have
okay,
ad
you don't. It says you don't have any ad accounts yet. We
Okay,
can
so
switch.
what-
We can switch to this account and see.
That's so weird.
I know.
Shoot.
It's fine. You can create like 10 ad accounts. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Oh, so okay, so it says you have an ad account here.
yeah, but that's not the
And
right place is
But
what we're
that's on
saying.
the personal account, which I wouldn't recommend running on that because I don't think you can connect your ManyChat with that.
Okay,
It's just better to set up a business manager because you can add other people to it in the future if you need to. If it's on your personal, you can't. And if anything ever gets banned in Facebook, like sometimes your ad account could get banned if you run the wrong things, then it's linked to your personal and then that's fucked. With a business manager, it's
Okay.
just like the business, which is like a lot less, it's a lot more safe.
Gotcha.
Can we go to business settings? But yeah, you can create a new ad account. Yeah. With
Yeah, all you need to do is to switch your business account. Now you're on your personal business account. You want to switch to the one that's called Jasmine Song, whatever. And then in there, you want to follow the steps that that we recorded in the first meeting where we set it up. Basically, set up that ad account, connect it to a new page. Probably you have to create a new page because your other ad account, that you created before, is probably connected to another page already. So just create a new page for yourself, and then you can.
Okay. I know
yeah.
that I was trying to connect, or I was trying to create a new page last time with Emily, and like what was happening was there's this notice that would pop up on the screen and then it would disappear in like a second. And like we tried it a billion times. It would literally just say, I forgot what it said. It just said like it wasn't able to or didn't like recognize something. But I don't know if that's because it was on my personal page that I was trying to make that.
Probably.
whatever it is, just create a new ad account.
Okay.
Doesn't
Sounds
matter.
good.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys want to do this, you guys can do this. Do you guys want to do this and then?
We'll,
I mean, it's
It doesn't
recorded,
matter. I
so
can, I
Yeah.
can just do it after.
yeah, we can.
You guys can do it now. I mean, this is like basic 101. Like you need to know how to set up an ad account. So maybe it's good if you guys do it, but then I can maybe join in a bit when you guys, do you want to call me when you guys are done with this, Jenny?
yeah.
'Cause I have some more ad related stuff.
Okay.
And then I can,
Wait,
jump into that. Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna give Mark, Emily, and Jean the lead here, so you guys can help Jasmine. So I'm gonna
Cool.
sit back and watch you guys.
Are we in ad account or ads manager right now?
Yes.
Okay, do we need to switch to the business account?
Also, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go to business settings.
We got this, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm sure I just
think-
click add here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
And it should
then
have
it's
a
create
little
a new ad
create
account.
thing.
See,
Yeah,
that's the
right.
thing that we were
Go.
doing. We were doing
Yeah,
that.
it wasn't
Okay.
working last time.
Okay, ad account name, put like test
Like
Let's go put
No,
test.
just call it
Jasmine
real one.
business or something.
Like you can't really, like I would just call it
funnel.
Jasmine 01 or whatever.
Yeah,
funnel
Jasmine
biz,
01.
like, whatever you
Okay,
want to run.
cool.
on.
Beautiful.
All right, change your time
Okay.
zone to Miami.
He's shaking. Really?
Oh yeah.
Man,
you wanna
So I actually have
change
to
it
for what?
You're past
Oh,
it. You
no.
went past. Go back. It should be -4. GMT -4.
Jean, why are you changing it to Miami?
She lives in Miami.
Oh,
Or not Miami. Sorry, she lives in
Orlando.
Florida. Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah.
sorry, Florida. The
Same
state
thing.
of Miami.
So
It really is. Okay.
GMT
Well, I-
-4. There you go.
Where?
So
-4.
you
Go
just look for New
down.
York. New York works as well.
Okay.
There you
So,
go.
I don't know.
Just one more, just a
Oh,
tiny bit
here,
more.
let's just
There
do
you
that.
go.
Yeah,
Nice.
let's do that.
sick, my business. Is it there?
Yeah, and I remember from the video, so Jenny,
Click on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
I know that you're supposed to definitely put this one on. Okay, so that means that the other three just automatically don't get done.
Mhm.
You
So
have
when
to
we click
select the
this-
people though on the
Top
left.
left. Yeah, top left,
Yeah,
and then assign.
yeah,
And I don't have to do the payment info right
Yay.
now.
yeah.
No.
I think you gotta put the payment in, but you don't have to do it immediately.
Yeah, not immediately.
But you
So-
should be having it before you do anything, because otherwise you get banned like
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh, you'll get banned if you don't put your payment info in?
Yeah, of course.
Mhm.
Like you can't like
Makes sense.
Cool.
do that shit. Cool. So now your business account is connected to an ad account. Now that ad account needs a page. So where do we see pages? How do we set up a page?
Scroll up to pages. It's already open. There you go. Bada
Yep.
bing, bada boom. Amazing. Add people.
Add
No,
people.
no. Go to the over to the right there.
Is Jasmine
Oh.
sung the page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
And then go
Jasmine,
up to
yeah.
the bottom. Just click all of them because, well, you should have access to everything.
How come it, that's interesting. So how come when
need
you
to go-
click some, okay, it just takes off some of the others?
Yeah.
Full
For sure,
control.
click this, right?
Yes.
Assign.
Awesome.
Okay, now
then
you've
just click.
added a person, you added a person to the page, but we need to connect the ad account to the page.
Wouldn't you do assign partners? Is it partners?
No,
Hold on.
I think that would be adding
No,
like
it's-
you.
Go to you're talking about the Instagram page, Jenny, or are you talking about like the page?
So the ad account that she has to be connected to page, because where do you run your ads from? Like your ads are always ran on Instagram from your personal Instagram. So obviously your Instagram needs to be connected. And on Facebook, when you run Facebook ads, it needs to be connected to a page that,
True.
you know, shows like, if you look in ads, you see like the person who created it on the top, and that's basically your page. So
Sure,
if
okay, let's
Jasmine
get
would
the
funnel designer, it would be run
Mhm.
from funnel designer on Facebook.
Okay,
Okay.
that makes sense. Here, because we can see it right now, just just link your Instagram account real quick because it's in front of you. So top, bottom left.
Where does it say that? Hold on, it's
Left.
probably because
And
my. Okay,
There you go. Okay, great. It's already connected. You just need to relog in.
sweet. Let me pull it.
Is it frozen or is it just for me?
Shouldn't be frozen.
Yeah, your screen's frozen for me too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Maybe stop and
Interesting.
reshare.
Did you
Okay.
press log in?
Yeah,
Now it's moving a little bit.
That's weird. Stop sharing and then reshare. Maybe?
okay. It should work though. I just logged in to Instagram. You guys see?
Yep, cool.
Awesome.
Yep, nice.
Okay,
All
now
right,
we
sweet.
did that. Now we need to link the page. Pages. Would we do add?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering. It says your business
Create a
already
new
owns
page?
this page.
Yeah.
Is it create a new page?
I
Yeah.
thought this
Well,
was
wouldn't it be add a page because she's already got the page?
that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Facebook page.
Oh,
Yeah, so type in the name of your page, which is like that Jasmine song with the leaf emojis, right?
yeah. But is it just gonna pull it up?
Let's find out.
So it says you put that or the URL to it.
Oh, here we go. That's it.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
okay, cool.
This page
This
is.
page is in your business manager. So it's saying
You'll see
already,
it on
it's
your-
already linked.
I'm pretty sure you have to create a new
linked.
one.
Yeah, it's linked to your other ad account, right? Each
Hmm.
ad account needs its separate page. Since this page is already linked to the one that you maybe created way back, you want to create a new one.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
create new
Sounds
page.
good. Oh, this is the
And what
problem
you're
that me
gonna-
and,
Yeah, local business.
yeah, I remember this is what was happening.
Yeah,
Hopefully-
what do you, no.
This is the one
it's
that people are
great
gonna see.
will see this. People will see this,
Yeah,
like, it's
don't put-
public.
Okay,
Do like
Like,
Jasmine
what-
Song dash funnel designer.
I'm just
and
gonna
that's
put the name of my, I'm putting the name of
Yeah.
my funnel. Okay,
it. Perfect.
Perfect.
and then, I don't know, this would be considered
Marketing.
Marketing at the top.
marketing.
Yeah.
marketing.
Hospital.
I have to put my address too.
I don't think so. See if you can do it. Maybe you do.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe you should, because then they know you're a real person and they don't ban you.
Yeah.
As long as it's not toasted.
Oviedo.
See, that's what happened. Do you guys see that? How it had like a pop-up thing and then disappeared?
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, that's what happened last time.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Every
Jane, did you
time
see
we
that?
tried to create a new page, it would just disappear and not go through. So maybe it's like a bug, but I don't know if we even looked it up, but I'll look it up right now.
Jane, did you see that? R.I.P. Jenny.
Jenny, can you hear us?
Yeah, say it again.
Wait,
When she was trying to create a new page,
yeah.
it we filled everything out and then it just disappeared, like a little pop-up thing that said like failure, and then it disappeared. Have you ever
Yeah.
experienced that?
Doesn't matter. Go to your normal Facebook account and create a new page there. On your normal Facebook,
Okay.
Facebook.
That's smart. Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's how
then-
I did it. Was on the front
Yeah.
end of Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, Facebook always has like some weird bugs, like, you know.
Yeah.
so-
Okay. So how do you create a page on the normal Facebook? I never use Facebook, guys. The page you manage was
Oh,
updated.
Sweet Jesus. Okay, you're gonna go to the left side. So see more,
See more.
and there should be pages. Scroll down, maybe.
Here we go. Got you.
Pages.
Page was updated to new pages. You can switch it to pages manage.
Create new page on the bottom left.
Could I have clicked switch now though? You guys saw that, right? It's like offering to switch.
Yeah,
that
you
page.
you don't have to do that. Then just do everything you did earlier.
Yeah. And then,
Is it loading or?
Sweet. Yeah, it worked.
and then what
Great.
does she have to do with this page as well? Like, do you guys
Have to
remember?
Connect her
what-
Instagram to it.
Yes, correct. This page needs to be connected to her Instagram.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, so in page settings, whenever you're ready, that's where you can connect your Instagram. After you're done setting it up.
On Facebook or just back to like where we were the first time?
No, on Facebook. So stay in that
Facebook?
tab you were in. Yeah. And so let's go back to your
See
page,
all
the one that we
pages.
were working on.
Let me see if
Pages.
I do this. Did it not upload that page that I just put on? It said successful.
What was the name of it?
JS Origins.
Yeah, I don't think you finished. I don't think it. I didn't see it. So
When
just
you-
It popped
make
up in
it
the
again.
left.
When
Okay,
you-
so when I click,
When you click create page, maybe don't, wait.
yeah, it says you already manage a page.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
you
it
already
looked
got that page.
Start.
Refresh your page and see if it shows up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the best option. So JS Origins.
I'm
Okay,
not seeing it.
and see
Oh, here we
all
go.
pages. Yeah. JS Origins, click on that. Awesome.
Okay, I don't know.
I don't know what that is either. Connect your Facebook to WhatsApp. No.
No, thank you.
We don't need to do that, right?
So on the bottom left, when you scroll, it should, yeah, just leave. There should be a linked accounts or thing,
Yeah.
like a linked accounts option.
Okay.
I think there's
You
it's
can just
something
hit
that just
settings
says
and also go into
Instagram.
it.
Settings.
Page
let's go to settings.
settings or something like that. Yeah, settings. And scroll down on the left and you'll see Instagram. Yeah, in that left column.
Nice.
Instagram's at the bottom.
That's weird because like I'm literally looking at the stuff on mine right now and it all looks different. Like even on the front
Really?
end of Facebook.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, they do
There's a few
this.
different layouts it has.
And we want to allow Instagram to access the messages.
Yeah, everything.
Alright.
is it is
Is it frozen for you guys?
yeah, maybe stop sharing.
Yeah,
It's only frozen, I
I'm
think,
all-
whenever it has like the option to connect Instagram. So hold on.
Oh, when it has a pop-up.
Alright, well, they're supposed to send me a security code to my phone and it's not coming through, so sorry.
Is there an option for email?
Yeah,
No,
but you have to-
I clicked resend it.
you have the right phone number in there. I actually had to
Yeah.
change mine. Okay.
No, it's right, because I just had to do it a second ago when we just connected the other page to Instagram.
Yeah.
I think it's
Emily
probably
also
because I
had the wrong
just,
phone number.
oh, really? No, it's the right phone.
Yeah.
number. It worked like 5 seconds ago. It's probably because I just had to do it for connecting the other one, so.
Yeah.
But while we're waiting for this, we can talk about something else. Because I don't know how long this is gonna take.
Okay, so you're just waiting for Instagram code to be connected or
Mhm.
what?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
sending a security code to my phone number.
Yeah, no worries. You can do this later. We can go back to the business suite and then just see if, you know, you have your page set up and everything. Additionally, guys, what do you remember about page rules, admin rules and all this stuff? Like nothing works if,
You don't have anything.
Payment. What is your payment info?
no.
Is it like the person you have to have?
Oh, you have to assign yourself to all the shit. Like even though you've
Oh,
created it, you
yeah.
have to reassign yourself.
Yeah. You have to make yourself admin for like some reason because you have to make your other account admin with your admin account.
Yeah. You have to be admin for everything. You have to be admin for your page, right? You're admin for your ad account. So you have to give yourself access to your own ad account and everything else. Like everything you see on the ad account, you need to be the admin of everything, page, everything. So we can actually make Jasmine the admin of the page if she isn't already. So how can we check this? Jasmine, you want to share your screen?
Sharing right now.
Page
Business
settings?
suite.
Okay, so we'll go back to the suites.
Probably be under users,
Yeah.
people,
Where is,
I think
at the
And-
very top.
Look, this is refresh this page because now it should show another page as well. Right now, your ad account is not connected to the page yet, right? We just created the page. Okay, so we need to add the page first, right?
right here. Awesome.
Yep. Nice.
Okay, so it says
Okay.
on page admin.
Yeah, let's go to people, add people. So like now you're adding basically people to your page. So for example, that's also if you give Emily access as an admin to your page, she could probably run ads later on, right?
So
But now
yeah.
it's- yeah.
So this is right?
Yes.
Awesome. Do I need to click this
Check-
revenue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Perfect.
make everything, check everything.
Boom. Awesome. Okay. Now let's check if you're also admin of what, guys?
The account.
Yeah.
How do I go to that? Add accounts.
Huh, you aren't, so how are you gonna run ads?
Now I am. And then is there one more place? Do I have to do it on my personal or no?
No.
Okay.
Now, the only thing we're missing is the connection to Instagram.
No, I think we did.
Yeah.
that.
On,
We already did that.
oh yeah, but on the page.
No,
No,
the
not
page,
for the
they
code.
never sent me a code.
So you check if you have maybe in your Instagram a different phone number than in your Facebook. So that's the only things I would see, check, because
No,
you
it-
definitely need.
It's correct. I know it's correct because when we added it to my ad account, it was the same phone number code that they sent it to. I think it's just a bug.
Okay, well, we'll see. I would still like look up like all of the stuff that you have in Instagram and everything. But yeah, your Instagram account is not connected as well on the ad admin here. Oh, this is your page. This is so weird.
Super weird. Here we go. Now they sent it.
Yay.
I think it just like
Good,
took a
good.
while since we just did it.
So guys, these steps are very important to remember. If you ever work with a client and need to help them set up their ad account, literally like you can do it in like 10 minutes if you do it a couple
what
of
you're
times.
doing.
Maybe help your friends or other people in the community to set it up for them just to get some practice in. Or maybe create a second one for yourself,
Yeah.
One personal, you could do like Jasmine personal where you run, I don't know if you ever do coaching in the future. I don't know what the fuck, but then you can create a second one for just like funnel design, like where you offer that service. So you just kind of get some practice and then you can like maybe even record yourself, right? So you have a manual for yourself where you can go back to.
So if this says this, what is the next step to click next? It says it's already
What
connected.
do you guys think?
You
Only
can't
one
No.
page
multiple
may
accounts?
connect. Press next and see what happens.
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
Do you want to connect Facebook to a Jasmine account? Is that
Yes.
your Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we
Just-
want
Yes.
to? Yeah, I think so.
So we want to
Because-
switch
Yeah,
the
I would.
connection.
Yeah,
Yes, go
just
ahead.
gonna switch it to what you want.
Yeah.
Because
Switch-
JS Origins is the public page. That little like squiggly Jasmine song thing is the thing that manages everything on the back end. So that doesn't matter. So you can disconnect it and reconnect it to JS Origins because that's the one that's actually going to like pump your ads through.
Yep.
Oh, she's gonna do this again.
And like why, like usually like if you wouldn't run messenger ads or anything, like you don't really need it. But like if you run messenger ads, like your Instagram needs to, so you log into ManyChat where you run messenger like automations and everything with your Facebook and a Facebook page, right? And the Facebook page needs to be connected to your Instagram in order to be able to receive like, let's say free masterclass and then send out an automation from your chat box, right? So for your clients, it's really important that their page is connected to the right Instagram.
So then what we did earlier when I did connect my Instagram to that other Jasmine Sung page, was that not necessary then? I should have just done that for the JS Origins page since that's my actual.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So now
Okay.
let's say you have a ManyChat and you're trying to run ads from JS Original or whatever, and you try to do like messenger ads from that, you can't because your Instagram is not connected to the right page to run ads from.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. So we don't have to, I just want to make sure for the future, whenever I'm helping someone else, that we don't have to connect it to that first page we create. It just needs to be the right page.
it needs to be the page that where you are like, so you want to see where do they run ads from? If they have an ad account that is called, I don't know, Max 123, then that Max 123 business account needs to have an ad account. And then you ask him, oh, is that ad account? Maybe he names it 01, and the 01 needs to be connected to the right page, and that right page needs to be connected to the right Instagram. And then you can run ads from Max 01. and have messenger ads go into the right Instagram stuff.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Is it safe then to delete that other page, the regular Jasmine Sun one? Because that was just one that was like created
Sure.
from, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's taking a while to send the code again, so it's probably gonna be the same thing.
That's fine. But yeah, now you should be all set up. That's all.
Sweet.
Yay.
Thank you guys.
Of course. All right, let's send Julian a message.
Kim, before we pull him back on, can we double check and make sure my shit is solid? Just because I had to figure this out on my own. So
Sure.
Also, where do we find the recordings of these calls? I feel like,
Nowhere. You gotta ask for it.
okay,
I have to manually upload them.
okay.
All right, John, show
Okay.
us.
Am I just like,
what up? Where the hell did everything go? Here we go. So we have
Okay.
Instagram. Instagram is here. It's not just like in the bio. No, it's like actually there. If we go to settings,
Oh yeah, yours looks different.
yeah, isn't this fun?
There's probably split testing screens.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
makes
sorry. Here we go.
it-
Yeah. So here's the thing, right? That
Yeah, you created
ripped
that one.
It ripped it off my Instagram account, which is fine. And then here's another asset underneath it, which is the actual Facebook page.
And what
But
is the other
Yeah.
account that is called Gene Funnel Designer, the one, the green one? Did you create that?
I created this. I think a
Okay.
fucking made it. So it doesn't have
So
anything
that's-
attached to it.
Okay. So that's the one where you want to run ads from.
This one is.
Okay.
Is that one
Yeah,
connected to your Instagram? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is all of this is set up. Like all of this is connected. This was a happy little accident. So
Mhm.
don't worry about the green one.
Facebook,
Okay.
Facebook always just like makes a business account as soon as you
Yeah.
log in.
Yeah.
But do you have a page?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what this is.
ad
Yep.
account?
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems all seems connected. Just check your admin, if you're admin of your page and admin of your ad account.
Hmm.
So where does he need to go? Ooh, you
Ads
already get the,
manager?
yes.
Completely forgot where we're going.
Ads manager. I think you have to go back to all tools. Under advertise,
Advertise. Brandon, how do I get back to my ads manager?
Here,
right there.
ad manager.
Never mind. I just clicked on the button that says ads
Also,
manager.
check the URL. It literally says
Thank you.
business.facebook.com ads manager. So if you ever,
And then
just remember that.
You're so smart, Jenny. Okay,
This page always
Cool.
confuses me. Okay.
amazing. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted. I just wanted verification. So thanks.
Oh, again, what are we checking?
To make sure that he's an admin of his ad account or
Yes.
page.
Yes.
Go to users or no, click on no, I think you have to go to the little like time clock on the left panel, account overview. Why does this look different? Or is this the same thing? Do you have to go to settings?
I think it's business settings and it's just ad accounts and
System
pages.
users.
It looks like you are assigned
Admin
Okay.
access. That's me.
okay.
I don't have any
Okay.
partners or
Mhm.
anything.
How can we make double sure he's admin of everything? What
Hmm.
is,
Just
is,
go to the
uh,
actual,
yeah, yeah,
do we just go to
Page-
pages and then ad accounts after?
okay.
That's on, Wouldn't it say people underneath? Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, let's see.
Okay.
You got full control.
You did
And then
it.
add account.
Oh,
Okay, great. Just making sure.
Good
Fantastic.
job.
Yay.
All perfect. All perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Sick.
Cool. Let's look at some of the ad creatives that you guys created.
Y'all, I got some, but they're pretty trash. I think they're, I don't know. We'll see.
Us. No shame. The first ads usually suck, guys, so don't worry.
I have 4 picture ads, a video ad, and then an idea for a video
Edit
ad.
to edit.
Who else has created ads, guys? No one.
I have not, but I wish
No.
I did. This looks like a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Guys.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I know I can really kill this, so I wish I did.
You still have next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna definitely do some this week. So
But yeah,
Which one do you want us to click first, Emily?
guys, I don't know. Let's see.
Oh,
I
Emily,
just
share
saw
your
one.
screen, bro. Like, share your screen.
Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna
That would be 10 times easier. That makes so
Yeah.
much sense.
Edit a design.
Hold on, they gotta load real quick, and then I will do that.
Emily, are these ads for Cameron's business or for yours?
I think
Cameron.
it's for hers. Oh. Edit.
Guys, I transferred the site today. I'm so happy.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Yeah, that's sick.
I know.
So I mean, yeah, it's just really simple. But I mean, I think we were talking about like on the last call I was on how they like really simple ads that are like really easy to make actually work really good. So
Yeah, that's
I
right.
was kind of just taking inspiration from Facebook ads library and looking at like what the other people were creating. Some of them were just like really quick, like I just took a template from Canva and did that. So I don't think that those will convert. But the ones that are,
Let's just review those and like see, like Julian is obviously ad master. Like, I don't know how he does it, but everything he fucking creates is just like, I don't know. I don't know how he does it. It's just magic.
yeah, I shouldn't have loaded them all at the same time, but I just don't want to share my screen because I know it'll take forever to load.
Okay, are you sharing on Canva or?
Yeah. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, cool. So this one is like the runoff from your guys's one. Really simple.
Okay.
That one. And then what's this one? This is like this another one like that. And then what's this one? Oh, this one looks like shit. I actually hate it, but it has like Tinder notifications.
learn the secret.
And then this one is like a video ad. And it's like with the notification bell, like Julian's thing. I don't know. I put in like the only one that sounded like a notification bell, but it
Okay.
sounded like a ringer.
Right, guys, you gotta start just using iMovie or whatever if you're just starting out. It's probably the easiest. And then
Yeah.
Final Cut Pro.
Okay, yeah, these all kind of,
Cool.
I don't know. Yeah.
So you don't suggest using Canva, Jenny?
No, oh my God, no. Like for picture ads, it's fine, but like videos, never. Like, I can show you like how we usually create ads.
No idea Canva could edit video.
You don't want to do that.
No.
I don't.
Ooh,
I use
Canva
Premiere.
knows, they can-
Everyone should have an iMovie for free, I think, on their fucking,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you have a Mac.
And if you want to like look for a Final Cut Pro hack, then you get it for free. I have the bought version, obviously, because otherwise I can't really work because I use it all the time. Let me see.
Download Final Cut Pro to make these ads.
I'm gonna share my screen in a second.
Yeah, so you can't get iMovie, Mark, but you can get Movavi. It's pretty
I
decent
use
alternative.
Adobe Premiere. I've been using
Oh,
that
well,
for a
just-
while now, so
Just do that.
Okay.
oh, yeah, I'm good.
The easiest is really, I think the easiest for beginners is Final Cut Pro and iMovie. I don't know about Adobe, whatever. What are you using?
Adobe Premiere. It's the people that
Oh,
made
Premiere is
Photoshop. Yeah.
Premiere is way harder, so I wouldn't recommend that. Like I tried to do that for a while. It's like way harder, and you don't need like Final Cut Pro is like fucking the easiest. It's basically like a little bit more advanced version of iMovie where you do like way more. But for you starting out, you don't need any more than that. But yeah, so like Emily, I like your ideas. You know, like you need to take them to the next level though, because otherwise I don't think they would convert, and we can go into this in detail in a second. But like this is how we create ads, and I need to like make sure it doesn't.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of hard to know what ads from Facebook ad library convert, you know, because I could be looking at ads that aren't converting. So
I can't really like play this without sound, so I have to mute you guys for a second, but you hear me still, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh fuck, and you probably hear my screen too. But yeah, I'm not gonna play this because it's gonna be loud and whatever. But like basically, like all these layers go into like one ad. You know, like
Yeah, that's advanced shit.
yeah. So that's how you create like a real good ad. And like all it is just like Emily, your idea was like which one was it? The experience one?
Experience an abundance of model quality women from anywhere in the world kind of thing.
Yeah. So share that one again.
Okay. With my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool. So, video wise, guys, for the guys especially, like, what do you like? Does this resonate with someone who just wants to get girls?
No, this looks like a travel ad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, so what can we do?
Probably
Maybe
put in like
change-
you guys first. Yeah.
We need to change like
as the
the
Greeks would say.
context.
Go ahead, Mark.
I was gonna say we need to change what the video is like it's giving off travel vibes because of the colors, and it's a beach obviously. So we need to find something else that's probably like couples or something like that, you know, and we probably need to change the colors to something like pinkish and stuff like that. I mean, if it's for guys though, I don't know if pink is good.
Oh, this is
No,
kind
you
of
want
cool.
to have like darker colors. So you want to
Yeah.
show them like
Yeah.
what state they're like. You want to show them the state that they're trying to get to, right? Like you almost want to like create like penis envy, and then you want because they're dudes, right? Like use
Yeah.
darker colors. So it's
Yeah.
not for girls. It's for guys. So
Red
Yeah.
and black.
Yeah, so yeah, you definitely need like girls. That's good. But you can
As the
also
Greeks
like
would
that's
say,
why I wouldn't even
throw some
like
bitches in there.
start doing this in fucking Canva right now. Like we're
No.
not gonna run a fucking video ad from Canva. I'm sorry, but we're not gonna do that. You can just download the videos, the like B-roll, but like if you really want to like start fucking with like video and stuff, like you need to be like using like at least iMovie, at least.
Where would I get the videos? Because like the videos that you guys for ads, it's like the kind
Or
of ones that you
B-roll,
guys-
yeah.
It's you guys took those,
Yeah.
right? So I don't have that. But where would I get these
Um,
kind of videos from? If I
Shoot,
weren't
I know
using
I know some good
Pixabay.
places.
Just Google free B-roll, free stock footage video.
it. Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. But even this, like if you have Canva Pro, you can download those and use those because this is for a pro. So you basically get that, you know? So, but what I kind of do is it's good, but like, actually, let me show you what Julian and I've been working on for our ads. So you can kind of see how we go about actually creating an ad first.
Mastermind shit.
Need to share my screen in a second. So, media marketing, media. Yeah. Okay. Yay. Okay. This is fun. So this is like our ad ideas basically. And what we do is like, obviously you want to do a hell lot of fucking research. And how do you know if, you know, people are selling with their ad or not? Like you can kind of just like, if, yeah, you can see if they've ran it for a very long time. Let's say they ran it like 4 years ago and they still running it, it's probably working. You know, if they just launched it, you don't know, like you really don't know if it's working or not, because a lot of people launch ads and they just not working. Like 95% of people that launch ads, these ads aren't working. You see them, you think they're working, but usually they're not. So I would always look for like a lot of fucking likes, comments, and like usually I look only at ads that have like over 100,000, maybe even a million views or something like this, because that's where you know, like, okay, these ads are fucking converting. But more so than that, like I'd be like really creative and just like bust out like all the ideas focused on like the biggest pain points of the audience. So for us, it's basically, you know, people, I don't know, it's like so many angles that we can go. But for example, you all know Julian's ad that you probably, you know, came from, the one, the hater ad. Do you remember?
I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was the one that was like, you don't know me, I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So basically that one is like working fantastic because it really just calls out people that, you know, are not in the fucking victim mindset, that really want more out of life, right? So, and that's the only people we want to work with. And it also resonates because the lifestyle that we show in the video is like what people desire. So obviously, you know, that plays a big part, that people can identify with the person in the video and the lifestyle and the hope and possibilities that it works, right? So that's kind of how we filter people out in the beginning. And then that ad we took and we just made it crazier, because like we figured out like shit, like the word privileged triggers people like crazy. So we want to build off an ad like this with like words that trigger, that people get like fucking mad. But yeah, so we would rewrite it, and that's not the one here, like this, for example, and you would really write out the whole ad story first, and then this would be like put in a video. Like, and usually like you can do like you can be talking, you can do b-roll, you can have just like you can read the text, like, you know, how you do like the fucking reels, like this is a message for everyone, blah, blah, blah. And you can just, yeah, put b-roll or whatever. But like, basically you want to write out what you want them to do first. And there's a certain formula to this, hook, story, you know, and then call to action in the end.
Yeah, honestly, like I would just start with photo ads in the beginning. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly. So that's actually good, Julian, that you joined, because Emily was just sharing her ad ideas, and I think we need to roast a little bit here, obviously only to make you better. But if you don't try, you don't fucking fail, and you will never grow. So let's go over them. Show Julian what you had in mind.
This was a video ad, but we said scratch the video on Canva. Never do that again. This one. Okay, next one here. Or should I wait? You guys should roast like while I'm doing it.
yeah, let me see it. Just let me. Yeah, overwhelmed with the thought of It's just I feel like it's a bit hard to read. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
I think the
Red on
overwhelm
black
doesn't
isn't great.
resonate.
Yeah, I don't like the font for that, the overwhelm.
yeah, and there's no call to action here. Like, what's the call to action?
Okay.
What is it?
Watching the VSL.
No, first, what do you want them to do?
Oh, never mind. Message me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Message me up.
Yeah.
My bad.
Also, overwhelmed doesn't like match the vibe. Like you want them to be overwhelmed with matches. Like this is a scarcity thing. Like they're afraid that every day that they put their profile up and people see it and it's like not optimized, like they're losing matches. Like it's like tired of wasting time or like scared you're gonna be forever alone. Like, are you running out of
Yes,
time? Like shit like that.
you're gonna be forever alone. I fucking love this.
Exactly.
Fun. Scared you're gonna be forever alone. That's a good one.
That's like a real worry. Like people that don't get women, I feel like that's like shit. Like
Yeah.
Where the bitches at? That's why I'm in Bali. So,
yeah, true. Julian, what would you say? You're a man.
Oh, wait. Are we going over this one?
Yeah, just like I think that's good. You also have to check Facebook ads policy because like I know there's some regulation around like the dating niche. So you don't want to get the ad account banned. Yeah, I mean like dating is obviously like, you know, it's 18 and up topic. So you got to like check the policy on that. But yeah, basically something like yeah, I mean like afraid of there's also like I'm looking for 5 guys, you know, who are going through a breakup, or I'm looking for 5 guys who, you know, want to get more matches or want to get more dates, right? Or want to build better relationships, whatever it is. That's like a very clear like, oh, I'm one of those guys, you know, and then send me like DM me to whatever.
Okay, cool. What about like the color? Because like red and black and white.
I think it's fine. The color's fine. It's just the font is a bit hard to read for like, you know, and you're focusing like, I don't know, it's just boom, overwhelmed, you know, but like, what's the goal here? You know, like
Enough matches, not getting enough matches, for example, in this one, right?
yeah, I feel like overwhelmed is not really like the trigger word that you want to like bold out, you know? The trigger word would be like, you know, building relationships or like, you know, getting more dates, right?
Oh, my
Maybe
man.
afraid,
Yeah,
like you can do like afraid bolded and then like afraid of, you know,
being forever alone.
afraid of being forever alone. And then you can like bold afraid and alone and then put like a call to action that says like, you know, DM me to 10x, you know, or
3x your dating matches. That's the course that he created.
okay.
Okay, cool.
So we're targeting men. I don't know, like what
really
type of man
one
you're
together.
targeting, but
if you're going after gay men, great job.
yeah.
But probably not.
Yeah, no, this is a straight kind of man.
I swear that's probably like a good niche.
Yeah, that's actually true. This is the video one.
Call him out. Call him out.
Your dating strategy sucks.
Again, I don't. This might not. This I think is definitely against policy.
Really?
You're also like Facebook's really fucking strict. Like you can't say you're not supposed to say you in your ads.
Yeah, you need to. That's like the first thing you should be doing. Read the fucking ad policies, like from start to finish.
God damn. Okay.
Or watch a video.
And the thing is you have to realize too, like for an account like mine that has spent hundreds of thousands, like if not millions of dollars on ads, it's a very like it's a very mature account, right? So the account's built trust. My ad account has been spending for 5 years, you know? So Facebook isn't like the algorithm, there's trust in that account, right? For new accounts that are like people do scams, you know, like people run ads to straight scam pages. So when you're starting a new ad account, like the way that the algorithm's going to optimize to regulate your account's going to be way stricter than for someone like me.
Okay.
You
That's
know,
good
so
to
like
know.
I knew back in the day, like people would actually do scams and they would run ads for like 2 weeks or like a month to like a fucking nonprofit like bullshit, you know, just to build up trust in the ad account with the algorithm. And then they would just switch it to some scam, you know, and then
Okay.
Facebook would keep spending because it thought it was like a legitimate like thing.
Yeah.
So, and it also, they check your landing. So they like their algorithm like reads your text. If you have a video, it converts your video into text and like analyzes the words. And it also analyzes everything on your landing page that you're sending your traffic to. Okay.
Okay. Are we
So
doing landing page though, or are we? Do
like
they
if
like?
you're sending this to a landing page, if you're doing it through Messenger, then they don't check that. Okay. But if you're running this to like a straight landing page, like they click the ad and it takes them to a landing page, and you say on the landing page, like how to guaranteed make like 10K a month, boom, instantly banned. Like you can't be making claims like that.
Definitely. Okay. Noted. This one.
But yeah. The stock images just kill it for me. Like find something that doesn't look like a stock image. You know, it just looks super cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So like what would be even better is if you have like UGC, you know what UGC is? UGC? You guys know UGC?
No.
Okay, UGC. UGC is like marketing term for user generated content. So it's like if I got your testimonials and I turned that into an ad, that would be like a UGC ad. Okay. UGC works really well nowadays because a lot of people are skeptical. So they want to see real people getting real results. Even if the quality of the ad isn't as high, people resonate with UGC. So like you could have your coach, you know, like just a selfie of him at dinner with a girl that he's on a date with. Like that is like UGC content that looks good. And then the caption is just like, hey, do you want to learn how to like, you know, 10x your dating life? Send me a DM. And then like, you know, you could even do something funny. Like Jesse's was like, if you want to learn how does a 5'2" Indian guy, you know, get 97% dating matches, right? So that's like something funny is like how, you know, like DM me if you want to learn how, you know, out of shape fucking Arab is able to get 10 times more dates than you know, like that triggers people and it's just funny too, you know? So like,
That's so good. Okay.
Cool.
the thing is like even if he's not like you can always downplay yourself, right? So like Jesse would do this all the time too, is like how the hell is a 5'2" Indian dude, like balding Indian dude, able to go on dates with model quality women, right? Jesse's like a fucking multimillionaire, you know, he's very intelligent, he's a very smart guy, he knows psychology very well. So like but he obviously like you want to relate to people, you know? So like, you know, if your coach isn't like open to doing this, just explain that to him, you know, that like downplaying yourself is a good thing because it gets people to relate to you and like people will compensate for you, you know, instead of like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely a smart thing to do. I think I've heard that in sales is like you never want to make your competitors seem like a bad thing because then it doesn't create trust.
Exactly. So, okay. So I think that's fine. You guys set up the ad account. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone.
Okay. So now I kind of want to like run through like, cause honestly running the ads is like, it's pretty easy, honestly. Even if you ran these ads, you'd probably get some conversions. Like it's like pretty easy. The harder part is like the strategy. So I'm going to give you guys a live case study. This is my business right now. And I'm going to see if you guys can help me solve the problem. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to pretend like I don't really know anything about ads. But I'll kind of just tell you the issue. So, okay. So Emily, my business is doing super well. I'm doing like 100K a month right now. But recently, like my ads and like my funnel, I don't know what's going on, but my salespeople, you know, number one is like they're getting less leads than before, but they're still getting leads, but the quality of the leads has just completely dropped. So like I'm getting so many complaints from my sales team now saying that they're hopping on the phone with broke people, and I don't know what to do about this.
Are they complaining about the leads?
Yeah. Yeah, they're
They should-
saying that nobody has any money.
That's not true. They should never be complaining about the leads. Because you can always close them if you have good salespeople.
But I looked at the calls and they literally have $15 in the bank account.
So your leads are not qualified
That's what I'm hearing.
from your sales team.
Yeah.
Isn't there a way to get money like out of their ass though? Like, haven't they paid their bills before?
Who?
Their leads, like the leads.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're all paycheck to paycheck. I don't like my sales team was closing deals up until like last week, and the last week has just been dry, and there's no deals closing.
Have you had a meeting with your sales team?
I have.
And that's what they said. They said that the leads are just dried up.
No, they say the leads are bad.
They can't be bad. No.
But they are. What if they are? Okay.
Okay.
So
okay. I
like-
thought that you were trying to trick me into saying that. Okay. Well, then you need
No.
to write a qualification. form. Because
but
then,
the
like,
thing-
you've told
yeah,
me
this
this
is-
before. That you
This is
can
okay.
never
So
say that.
with your sales team, like you want to hold them accountable, right? So like first of all, like there's like leads can be bad, you know. Like I could be sending them leads from Africa. If I could be targeting Africa,
Okay,
you know.
okay,
Like let's
okay.
say if I target Africa, okay, and I send them Nigerian princes to fucking scam them on their calls, and they don't even know English, you know. Can I blame that on the sales team necessarily?
No, so it could be that the ad, like where you're targeting it to, like the target audience needs to be changed.
But that's the weird thing is I'm targeting the same audience.
Okay, do you have any, the chat is saying qualification form. It says.
What's that?
Qualification form?
Who
Needed?
says that? Like you guys can all like don't like just have Emily talk. Like you guys are all here together. So.
Well,
So-
no,
Oh, I thought you wanted just
Yeah.
Emily to talk. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
You addressed her as
no.
Emily, so I was so confused.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm either thinking it's a qualification form, or maybe like the copywriting isn't targeting the right demographic of people.
could be a lot of
Okay.
things.
So I think
Or
that's
it
more
could be
headed in
too
the right
high.
direction. I think that's more headed in the right direction. The second problem is like Emily, the second you say that, it just instant resistance because what the fuck do you know? Nothing. You didn't ask me any questions. You have no data to base
Oh
your
yeah,
fucking
mock
decisions.
call right now. Oh shit.
No, we're
okay.
not on a mock call, but like
We're just role playing or no?
no,
I'm just
but like this, I'm telling you, like this is a problem. I said, let's do a case study. I'm a client. I don't know what the
Okay.
fuck's going on. And like you can't be just like making bold claims like that without it's like going on a sales call and saying like, like I was gonna ask you about what you wanted, but honestly, just don't even tell me what you want. I already know this is good. This is gonna be a good fit for you. Just give me 5K. Just trust me.
Okay.
Take this. No, but what the like
questions.
you got to ask questions, also because like again I like having you tell me this. I don't trust your fucking I'm like what the fuck, like you don't know what you're talking about. I know like way more than you do about the business. How can you make such a claim without having anything to base your decision off?
Yeah, that's
Like you're making a fucking informationless decision like with no data. So
yeah. I was just thinking that the leads aren't like the salespeople. You know?
yeah, but I'm not the salesperson. I'm the business owner right now. Like you
Right.
don't need to motivate me. Like I need to fix the problem, right? Like you can like also like how does this solve my problem? It doesn't. Like how
No.
does you telling me the leads aren't bad solve my problem? No. Like that doesn't help me at all. The sales team is still not closing at the end of the day.
That's so true.
So let's fix the problem.
So have you changed in the past week? Did you change anything about your copy, or what have you changed?
So the only thing that changed is the ads that I was running previously, they stopped spending. So the budget went down like 80% and I had to launch new ads. And the funny thing
Yeah.
is the new ads, the cost per conversion is like 10 times cheaper. So instead of paying $15 per message, I'm paying like $2 per message now.
These ads aren't doing good either. They're not converting.
No, I'm getting really cheap leads now. But now the sales team's saying that
Yeah.
they're not qualified. And I'm doing like
Do
the
you
same
think-
targeting and everything. So like I don't know what's going on.
So the
What did
new
you
ad that you
change?
launched, oh, sorry, Mark.
I was gonna say, what's the difference between, other than the price, what's the difference between the old ad and the new ad? What did you change about these?
The ads are this. I launched some photo ads that were different, just simple. I can launch more video ads, but it's basically the same ads. You know, that's the weird
Basically
thing.
the same.
Like
Okay.
I could launch some more ads though. Like yeah, I'll launch an exact duplicate to double check it. But we're targeting the same audience. The audience is the same. That hasn't changed.
Why are your leads cheaper? Why is it
I
take
don't,
less
I
money
don't
to get
know.
them?
It's just, I think Facebook changed something in the algorithm and it's just like, that's why my ads like stopped spending, you know, and now they changed something. And like, now
actually
like when I
think-
created the ad, it was also different because I used to be able to create ads that optimized for message conversions. And now it's a bit different. I either optimize for engagement or for purchase. And inside of that, there's like a subcategory where I then say, okay, now that I'm optimizing for engagement or purchase, I'm going to convert for Messenger. But previously Messenger was like its own category, its own like campaign objective by itself. It doesn't let me do that
Gotcha.
anymore.
So do you think that you're properly qualifying your clients through engagement instead of messaging and actually figuring out what their problems are?
No, it's the same. Like they're still going into Messenger, but just the campaign objective in Facebook has changed. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, like how the ads optimize and how the like AI like starts optimizing.
I haven't seen your ads. Like I've noted when I was first joining the course, I was seeing your ads pop up and I haven't seen them. So also I didn't realize that this was a real live case study. I thought that this was just like a mock
this is an-
case study. This
No,
is a
I'm serious. Like
live.
this is a
said it's
problem
going on
I'm
in
Wait,
facing right
you're
now.
you're talking about
This is
creating
like
a
shoot.
ad in this moment.
Yes, this is literally like a problem I woke
Happened
up to
today.
I
So
didn't realize
Yeah.
Oh
that.
fuck.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I
wait,
wanna
Julian,
look at
so
one of these ads.
they're filling out the form still and everything. And like, are they basically like lying on the form? Like you're targeting the wrong audience and they're just like bullshitting the form to get in?
Mm.
Well, I haven't checked the form myself, but
Okay.
from what the sales team is telling me, Alex is telling me that he says it's basically the same. He says that's the weird thing is the applications have been basically the same, but I haven't really checked it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because if the form qualification is truly working, then people like that shouldn't be getting in that much. It shouldn't be in an abundance of those people.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm thinking.
Julian, I'm just
Okay, so
checking my
let me
account.
tell you guys. Let me like this is the big issue right here. Okay, like guys, you guys need to figure out the details, the fucking details, exactly. Like you need to see what's going on with your own eyes, right? Like you can't, like you guys can't like make any decisions here
Yeah.
because you have no clue of what's actually going on. How the fuck are you gonna like tell me how to fix it if you don't even know, like you haven't seen the actual problem?
Yeah.
Guys,
I
you,
say-
you have to have Julian right now. You have to have Julian right now. So pretend he's a literal client
yeah,
right now.
like, I'm
what do
literally,
you
like,
need to fucking do to help him right now.
Yeah, I say start
Can
from
you-
the beginning, like show us the ads that you're running right now, like pull up the
Okay.
demographics and we can go from there.
Okay,
Yes.
so
And if you can show us any
um,
stats as well, like what's
yeah.
changed.
So basically, I'll kind of show you like the previous week. So if I look at like from the first until the, I think like first until the 7th, yeah, we can see that like, so my cost per message was higher. You see, it was like, this one was $5. This was 12, 15, 20, 32 per message. But the leads were like, I mean, apparently the leads were more qualified. We were closing like 2 deals a day almost. Now this past week's been kind of dry. And like, if I look at I'll kind of show you, like, if I click on this campaign, is this, yeah. Okay. So I have the same ad that I'm running. It's this haters video. So yeah, it's basically just this like one ad that I'm running. I'm targeting, right here, I'm targeting a lookalike audience from people that have visited my like, my free training. And I'm just targeting US, age 20 to 30-year-old men. Okay. And then I like exclude like basically like low income interest. MTV, World Star Hip Hop, Kool-Aid.
KFC. Holy shit.
You gotta be tricky about this, guys.
Yeah.
This is some real
Oh,
gems
so
right here.
fucking funny.
This is good.
And the lookalike
Smart,
audience
though.
is something you've always used?
So yeah, I mean, I do lookalike audiences, but like, I also run like a lot of interest. So this one's a lookalike, this one's LLA lookalike. This one I'm doing no targeting at all. And this one I'm running, okay, this is lookalike from Instagram DMs. This one is no targeting. So we're just targeting countries like USA, Canada. USA, Canada. Okay, this
And
one's
the actual
lookalike.
physical ad hasn't changed. Like what you actually broadcast out there hasn't changed.
This one I'm targeting interest. So this one I'm targeting college students. This one I'm targeting like backpacking and travel and stuff. This one I'm targeting like marketers, like influencers that are marketers. And this one I'm targeting adventure travel. So this one was actually converting well, people that were interested in adventure travel. So that's what I did. So then basically, like, here's the weird thing. So you see all this, even though the leads were way more expensive, we were getting more conversions. And then in the past week, I turned on some old ads. So these were old ads that I'm running. This is the new campaign. That's like, this is a photo ad, and I'm getting $3 cost per message. And it's basically, yeah, I'm doing a mix. So I'm doing a lookalike, I'm doing no targeting, I'm targeting a few interests. And the ad is, I have a few different creatives here. So I'm looking for 5 action takers ready to quit their soul-sucking 9-to-5 job. Message me to learn how. This is the one that converts the best, though. I'm looking for 5 action takers who want to work remotely and travel the world.
Yeah. Nice.
So it's
And with
converting.
with that ad, you're targeting who? That one specifically?
It's a mix. So I'm doing lookalikes. I'm doing like the same. Oh, okay. Interesting.
But
Age range is massive.
The age range, yeah, it's 18 to 65. Okay. So maybe I should, yeah.
I just noticed that too.
Yeah. When you say no targeting, maybe do just a tiny bit of targeting, like not retirees.
Yeah. Okay. So I can change that. That's definitely valid. Okay. Is this okay. So I'll actually do that now. Fuck it.
Historically,
Are the photo ads?
how are the conversions between like your photo ads and your video ads? Like, how do they compare?
I mean, these ones are, like I said, it's $3 cost per message. It's kind of a stupid question, to be honest.
Sure, but does it convert well?
It's converting, like, what do you mean does it convert well? It's $2 cost per message, bro, versus $15 cost per message. You tell me.
Sure. But like, I'm asking if you get them in the pipe, like just because you get a ton of leads, like, are they actually like people that are qualified?
I mean, apparently that's the issue. So like I said.
Yeah.
Guys, you need to ask questions. What do you need to see to like see what's going on?
So what I'm wondering right now, I don't think it will be in here, but like all these people that could not afford the class, they're declining the offer. Do they all fit into a certain group, like what's their age, you know, like are they all like low 20s, like I don't know, like what can you do that groups them all together? What do they all have in common?
You just did age 20 to 20, not 20 to 30, Julian.
Yeah, that's 20 to 30. Yeah.
You said you typed in 20 to 20 on the last one, not 20 to 30.
Market and adventure travel one. But that was a good question, Mark. What
Yeah,
type
I
of
like that too.
people-
Yeah.
What
Okay.
type of
So-
people working on the sales?
You would have to
call?
research all these people and then see like, okay, just trying to find out what all these people that say no have in common, and then you find that commonality and then you exclude it on the targeting here.
Okay.
He's kind of
So basically, like, how do we find that out though?
You'd have to, it'd probably take a long time, and you'd have to go back through the calls and just kind of do some research on each person that said no and find out what they all have in common by judging them.
Okay.
It's
that's
hard
one
though
way of
to do
doing
that
it.
kind of research though. Like,
What?
it's kind of hard to do like the kind of research I think that like you're suggesting. Because like the way that the form works, it's like direct questions, and like they might all have one commonality where it's like maybe their income is like 0 to 1,000 or something, but that's not gonna like really tell us much about these kinds of
Yeah.
people.
But the calls that we've had in the past with Alexander that Julian, you just reviewed those. I think it's a good thing to kind of see what do these people have in common versus the people that we usually sign up, because I would know as like customer success exactly what the people do on a daily fucking basis because I interview them. So I think it's a good way to like kind of see if we're even like getting the right people, attracting the right people, and why. So I think
Okay.
it's
So
still-
yeah, so basically like the way that you guys are suggesting things is super inefficient. So basically, like you're going in the right direction. What the fuck? Why can't I edit this? One sec. Okay. So basically, also what I'm doing is like it's all spending on one ad. Okay, I don't know why I can't change this. I
So
get charged
are you
for
running in CBO or are you running ads? Like you shouldn't be running more than 5 or 6 ads. And yeah, you should be. Yeah.
No, this is fine. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I just do CBO and then I put a minimum spend on every ad so that I make sure they all spend. That's how I do it. Okay. So for those of you guys that are noobs, basically CBO is campaign budget optimization. So when you create ads, so basically like you can set budgets on the campaign level. So right now you see I just create a campaign, right? The campaign is just a folder and I say I want to spend $100 on this folder, okay? Then you have the ad set, which is the actual targeting, right? And then you have the actual ad, which is the creative, okay? When you set CBO, like it might optimize, like the good thing about a CBO is like when it's running, like let's say one day this ad is converting better and then the next day this one's converting better. The CBO is flexible. So if one ad is or one target audience is converting better, it'll just put all the budget there, right? So when you do an ad set budget, like let's say I set $50 on each one of these ad sets, all of the ad sets are going to spend $50, even if that target market might not convert. Now, what you want to do is you obviously want to test, right? So like right now I can see in this CBO, I'm getting a $3 cost per message. And this one's getting 82 cents per message, but it's spending all the budget here. And maybe this one is converting better, you know, but the CBO for some reason is optimizing here. So that's why you might not always want to run like CBOs, because in the beginning, you don't really know. For me, I just set a minimum spend budget. So like, I didn't do that before. So you can see this ad didn't even spend. So like, yeah, just this one started working and it just started sending all the budget there, right? So sometimes you want to have it actually spend to make sure that you're, you know, like, right? Like you can't put 100% trust in the AI. So, so that's why I put a minimum spend. So it starts spending and then I'll make the decision. I'm like, okay, if this is converting $20 and it runs for a week and I spent like a few $100 here. Then I'm like, okay, this is obviously not working. I'm just going to turn this off. Right. And then when you have like 5 really good ads in a CBO and you're like, okay, all of these are converting, I could just let this baby run, you know? So that's kind of like the pros and cons. Like ad set budget give you more control, less like flexibility. CBO gives you like a lot more flexibility and like it's just easier management, but a little bit less control over like where the budget goes.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Mhm.
Cool. Now basically like, so again, you guys do not have all the information. Like you guys have one thing, that is the ad, right? You guys are funnel builders, right? You got to look at the entire fucking funnel. So what's the funnel? Like we have the ad, that's the top of the funnel. It's the first step.
Yeah. To the
What's the
message.
next step?
But everyone else here ask the right question. Like figure out what is his fucking business all about. Like you need to fucking know.
Okay. So the ad is taking them where? What's the call to action?
It takes them to the VSL. So the VSL, yeah, same VSL I've had for like 2 years.
Okay. How and then after that takes them to the qualification form? Or if
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And then if they got all of the answers correct, it takes them to the call. Where does it take them if they don't get the answers right?
Then it just sends them to a thank you page saying, thanks for applying. We'll reach out to you if we're interested in, you know, if we have some more spots open up.
But Julian, you also have it take it to Messenger, right? A couple of ads go straight to Messenger instead of the VSL.
They all go to Messenger. These all go to Messenger. And from Messenger, we
Okay.
send them to the VSL.
VSL.
And then from the VSL, they go to the application. And then after they go through the application, then they get the opportunity to schedule a call.
Mm-hmm. Can you pull up the like what it shows? When they
What shows where?
You just pull up your funnel.
But which pages? What do you need to see?
Your front page, like whatever you want. Like once they see your ad, where do they go? Like where's like just show us the
Messenger.
actual page. Walk us through it.
Yeah.
Wonder if it's the mini chat.
Yeah, how is I was gonna ask like what's going on in the messages after the ads? Because that's kind of where
Yeah, I mean, I just have a team of guys that they basically just their goal is just to book everyone in for an appointment.
okay.
So
Well, how are they qualifying them in there?
the
Can we
team
see
is
like
based
some
in
messages?
So I don't really have the DM team qualify. I leave that mainly up to the forum because the DM team, like they're not native English and they don't really they don't have like the same judgment as you guys do in the US. You're not able to like, the culture is different. So in the past I had really bad results with them. They just either they were qualifying way too hard or they weren't qualifying at all. So I just basically told them just focus on booking appointments and the form will do all the qualifying.
Okay, so maybe we should look at the form
Yeah, we can look at the form.
because that's where it's qualifying.
Yeah, that's gotta be probably the answer. That is low.
Give me 1 sec.
Good. Yeah, I'm excited to see what's wrong. I want to figure this out.
Hmm.
Sales chat.
I mean, are we able to see the statistics of like everything? Like where the leads are coming from? Like what part of the world they're coming from? Like, are we able to see like the ages and stuff of them too, since we're able to target this?
In Facebook. Yeah, in Facebook.
Okay. I'd be curious to see that.
That's good. For the form though, like what do you guys want to look at?
For the
The
what?
questions.
Like the first question, the last question, see what type of questions he's asking. Are they specific?
Do you think it's the form?
No, on the
Just
form.
you know?
Well,
I mean, like I know how the old form is. So if it's the same one, then it shouldn't be the form.
So what do
I don't think
actually
it's
wanna
the
look-
form because Julian earlier said that they look the same. Like they're similar to how they were before.
He
But what
said
doesn't
that
make
he didn't check, really. So
What was that, Jenny?
Yeah,
he said he didn't really check on the form yet because this issue literally just like 2 days. Like, what the fuck?
I don't
But
know.
what do we want to look at in the form?
The questions being asked, the copy, the headline on it, just pretty much look over the whole entire thing.
Yeah.
yeah, I
The
think
copy
like,
on the form?
What's up?
The copy on the form?
Yeah, like the questions that you're asking. Yeah, so the questions.
What actually matters, the question or the answer of the people?
the answer.
Yes, so we want to look at the answers, and what do we want to compare these answers to?
Previous people who were qualified and close.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
we see a difference, and if we
Yeah.
don't, then we know this is not the problem, there's something else going on, like.
Yeah, exactly. Also, there's a free text session or section too, right? That you guys have in that form.
I don't really know, honestly. Julian
Okay.
knows probably. You guys.
So
I'd be curious to see that.
basically, this is the form, right? They come in, so when they finish watching the VSL, they are called to schedule a call with us, right? They go to this application, and then, obviously, okay, free 45-minute strategy session, let's apply. First name, last name, the country that they're from, then their Instagram username. Then how would you describe your current situation? So freelancer, full-time employee, part-time employee, student, or unemployed. We basically have two flows, and people kind of bounce back and forth. Like one flow disqualifies them, the other one qualifies them. So basically, if they put student or unemployed, we put them in the disqualified flow, okay? But they have an opportunity to redeem themselves. So let's say then they go to this. It says, okay, what's your realistic monthly income goal as a funnel designer? Boom. In all honesty, what's the number one problem preventing you from hitting this goal? So they can select multiple ones here. Then what did you mean by that? So we asked them to elaborate a bit. And then we asked them like what their hypothetical investment would be to be able to accomplish this goal that they just said they want to hit. And we give them a range. Then we ask them how willing and able they are to invest into the growth of their business. So they're not willing to invest. They would invest, but they're completely broke. They're on a budget. They have the resources, but not really sure, or they have the capital and they're ready to go. Then we also ask them how much on average they're earning per month. And if they're earning, so basically, if they're earning between 0 and 1,000, then we disqualified them, and we basically don't let them schedule a call. But if they are making over 1,000, then all these other ones, they allow them to book a call. So then it takes them to this where they can put their name and phone number in. And let's say like, in like the other flow, like, where I said,
Julian, you're
let's say-
gone.
what?
You're gone.
I'm gone.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Can you hear
He's
me?
not frozen on my end.
Oh,
He's not frozen on my end either. Jenny,
Oh,
I think
I
you're
think we're
gone.
back.
Actually, Jenny, you're frozen on my end.
Yeah, you're
Jenny's
frozen on my end.
me.
I was frozen. Damn it.
Okay. So, like I said, let's say in one of the previous, when we got to this question where it was like, what's your situation if you're unemployed or a student? If they say that, then at the end, they have to be making a bit more. So then we set the limit at 1,500 instead of 1,000.
Nice. Okay.
So
Yeah, the questions seem,
But yeah, the questions seem good.
yeah.
So
What are the answers?
Let me see some of your responses a couple weeks ago and some of your responses recently.
yeah. Okay.
This is
also
hard.
curious.
So
Maybe
Huh?
you should set the
I'm sorry.
minimum. Maybe you should set the minimum to 2,000 instead of 1,500. I know that might not mean anything, but it could help.
But what
qualify
if people lie?
That's the
like, what
thing.
if
We have to
people lie?
find out.
Yeah.
Give the-
So, this is like the basic, and willing to invest a few thousand, monthly income. I mean, the thing is like, I don't know how,
Is that
how many
true,
of these
though?
I don't know how many of these do you want to go through? Because I get like 100 applications a day.
Well, damn.
Okay,
Like
which
not
one
really,
Let's-
but like
Yeah.
I get a
Let's-
lot. I get like 20 applications a day probably. So
Let's go through 5 people that were highly qualified in the past couple weeks, and then 5 of the recent applications.
What means highly qualified?
Well, are you able to find the people that closed, or you have no idea?
Maybe just look at 5 random ones from the past week and then look at them now. If you're not able to.
yeah, this is really bad how you guys are doing this.
Like,
When did you decide to implement the qualification form?
It's been there since day one.
Karina, what's
I didn't go through that.
So, I mean,
after you, right after you guys.
so all the people that said no to the offer, they passed the qualification form, they got qualified, right? And so if we could look at one of their answers, one of the people that said no, and see what they got qualified on, and see if maybe we could maybe
Okay.
change the
So you
question.
guys, this is like, guys, the problem with what you guys are doing right now is you guys are trying to make decisions based on intuition. Like you don't want to be doing that, right? Like you guys are making like random judgments. That's the worst way to make decisions in business. Like there's going to be times where you're going to have to use judgment, but in a case like this, we don't have to do that, right? How can we maybe like, this is how marketers think. Marketers make decisions based off of data and analytics, right? They don't make decisions based off judgment, right? You might have a little bit of judgment to say, oh, I'm going to try this and that. But then once you try it, you look at the data and the analytics to validate that decision.
Mhm.
So like looking at 5 applications is fucking garbage because it could just be a string of bad leads. Like, I don't know, like it happens, like things ebb and flow, like business isn't always consistent. And those 5 fucking applications we look at might not necessarily be like a good, accurate representation of the other 500 that we got that fucking week. You know, like that's a very, 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 very risky way to look at this.
Mhm. Maybe, okay, never mind. I'm just looking at Google.
What's the price of your offer?
What's up?
What's the price of your offer?
5,000.
5,000.
okay?
But
Can we back up
payment
for a
plans,
second?
we've got
So,
financing.
so I'm not sure like what statistics to ask for. Like what I'm not sure like what exactly
What-
your
can you
flow
see
is. Like I'm not sure like what do these things like matter specifically. So like
What do you mean? Okay,
like, I
so
feel like
okay, let's think about the question, right? This is the problem.
Salespeople.
Okay. So what's the first question? Okay. What's the first question that we need to ask?
what have you changed?
I was gonna say, what's the reason that the sales team says they're weak? What's the reason why they're not closing? Just finances?
Yeah, that's the main thing is like they just don't have money. They say they're super broke.
And why aren't they closing on financing?
They don't even have money for that. So at least that's what the sales team's telling me. So okay, but why are you asking me these questions?
I'm trying to see like where this stems from. Like,
okay, because you the first question is you have to figure out is the sales team lying?
Is it the sales team
Right?
or is it the actual
Is this
advertisements?
true?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first thing we need to check. How do we check this?
Have you done it yourself? Like have you been there yourself?
I haven't. I mean, like, what do you mean have I been where myself?
Check the call recording.
Yes,
They're
check the call
creating-
recordings, okay?
And
Have you been doing any sales yourself?
Yeah, I've done a lot of sales myself, but not in like, I don't do sales myself anymore. Okay, check the call recordings.
You can also check the messages of the sales team with the
Yeah.
clients.
See if they're following up.
So again, like, it's very easy to solve this problem if you know what's going on. It just takes time to see what's going on. So check the call recordings. How many call recordings do we want to check out?
Every single one of them.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. From what time frame?
You said the past week, right?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, is it multiple people on the sales team, or is it just like just Alex that's saying
Right
this?
now it's just Alex.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can check all the call recordings, right? And then we can check call recordings from last month. Okay. This is what I wanted from you guys. Okay. You have to see if it's true. You can't just say like, oh, the sales team's lying, right? You don't know that. You got to have data to make decisions, right? So we got to look at, this is what I spent the fucking first half of my morning doing today, is I opened up 20 tabs with 20 calls from the past week from Alex, okay? And I skipped through every single call, checked out the beginning, checked out the end, checked out the close, checked out the objections. And basically what I found is that, yes, we were speaking to really, really financially challenged people. And they also, and there was a few people that like had money, but they were just like, I don't know, they didn't really close. Like, I mean, it was just kind of weird. Like there was this one guy that like, he had money, but he wanted to start like a trash pickup service, and his family was investing in like buying him a truck. He seemed like really interested in doing that. So it was just weird. Like we don't really get clients like that usually. So I would say I definitely have noticed a difference in the quality of leads. So then what's the next question?
Is it just Alex?
What do you mean?
Like you said, Alex is the only one that was talking about this. So like, is it just Alex? Is it just a problem for Alex or the whole team?
Right now, Alex is the only closer taking calls. So
Oh.
Maybe, okay, I'm not gonna put this out there, but how many days a week does he take breaks?
he does like fucking 6 to 8 calls a day.
Jesus.
Okay.
What's the profession of all these leads? The ones that aren't closing, what do they do for a living?
Oh, it's all over the place. They're working 9 to 5s. Like, I didn't really check that out. I just kind of checked like the lead quality at the end. And I definitely would say that, like, you know, it looked like, I wouldn't say, like, maybe there's some deals that could have closed, but I would say that there were definitely a lot of people that, like, the second I opened up the Zoom window, I was like, oh, this motherfucker shouldn't even be on the call. Like, why, how did this guy even get into, you know, like, some of these guys look like thugs, you know, some of these guys are just like, I'm
Really?
like, yeah, I'm like, these people, like, I'm like they should never have even been booked in the first place. So I like, there's, you know, there's maybe a few here and there that, you know, could have closed, but I would definitely say in general, I'm like, I would kind of agree with the sales team. There's a problem here.
Okay. So
Okay, so we agree with the sales team, there's a problem. So it's
Yeah.
not the sales, right?
would the first
Yeah.
place that you check, would that be the ads? Because that's where you're generating.
That's definitely changed a bit, right? But like, it's also the thing is like ads change all the time. So what can we do about that?
We just have to look at the analytics, and I know you said that the cost per lead went down a lot in the past week.
Yes.
Maybe the quality also goes down.
If the
Or-
cost per lead goes down, does that affect the quality?
You get what you pay for.
Okay.
But
Is
what does
there-
this mean? Guys, what does this mean? If the cost per lead went down, right? What does that mean for my
Oh,
business?
shoot. Cost per lead goes down and the quality of your leads also go down.
But you
Okay.
must
So
get
what
more
does
I
that mean
said that
that we
earlier.
can do?
Hmm?
What does that mean that we can do?
We need to pay more for each click.
Yeah. Maybe.
So if the cost per lead goes down, like again, like this is what I've talked about, guys. I've talked about this in funnels. Is like when you're starting out as like, you know, you're just barely like starting out as a marketer, right? Like with you guys, you send the lead straight to your fucking straight to your Calendly, right?
Mhm.
You say, okay, like just book into my call. Then from there, the next step up is maybe forcing people to watch a VSL before they book, right?
Mhm.
And as you scale up, the leads will get low, like you're going mass market, right? So it becomes harder and harder to control. When you're first doing direct outreach, you're able to control who you're reaching out to. Then when you start running ads, you know, you're spending a small little budget here, you might be a little bit more finite, but once you like really open up the floodgates and you tell Facebook, I'm spending 5K a day on ads, they're just like, there's no targeting at that point. They're just gonna like send it to everyone, right? So the quality tends to go down as well. And this is just how things go. I've talked about this in the course as well. It's like, you go from doing direct outreach, selecting people up front, to then just maybe running people straight to like, you know, a call. And then if the leads are, I've talked about this, I say, what do I say? I say, if the leads are bad, you know, and the business owner is getting on, his calendar is getting too full, what do? What do you add?
Another qualification form.
Exactly. So you add like if you don't have a VSL, add a VSL. That will qualify people, right?
Right.
Then after you add a VSL, and now like I'm profitable, I had a 10x ROI. My ad spend just dropped 70%. So I can justify, again, adding maybe another step to qualify people more, right? Like this is what I was hoping you guys would see. You say, well, shit, if your lead cost dropped 80%, then maybe we can increase the level of difficulty and qualification to back to where it was before, right?
Yeah, because it was at, what was it at before? Because I thought it was at
$15 per message, and we're still doing 10x.
Okay.
And the
Now it's
lead cost
$2 per
drops. The lead cost dropped just because ads just changed. Like you didn't have anything to do with that, right? Like it just happened like that.
I think it's like also we're running. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. So
Okay, and that can happen at any time. Has that happened before where the lead cost just drops like that?
not really. Usually it goes up. So it's good that it's dropped, but the quality is not there. Guys, this is a really honestly easy problem to solve. Like if the ad cost is going up, that's really fucking hard to deal with, because now you have to become like a way better marketer, right? When the lead cost goes down, you just make it more difficult for people to book calls, you know? So like, guys, like it's really that simple. So basically, like, I want to give you guys the answer, but I want you guys to figure this out as well.
Do you need to, well, the main thing we need to do is just qualify people more, but it's doing
how?
that. Target audience, qualification form, VSL, the ad.
What's the easiest thing we can do right now? Guys, you just said it. It's in the fucking name. Qualification form.
I said
qualification form. It's meant to fucking qualify people. That's what it's there for. So what should we do with the form?
Are you going to change up the form, or are you going to put in another kind of form? Like, are you going to put in two forms, or just change the questions on the first one?
Maybe make it harder.
I need to change the questions.
Okay.
What do I need to do?
Question.
Huh?
You should change the income question. Don't let anyone, unless they make over like $2,000 a month for sure. Like
there we go. Okay. Again, you guys said the questions look fine. We can just increase the threshold, okay, of what people are allowed to schedule calls.
Yeah.
Easy, right? Now, if you're a beginner, you can go ahead and just start testing that out. That's probably what most beginners would do. And you just kind of like use your whims and like see if it works. Okay. But for me, I don't like making decisions like that. Okay. So you know what I'm going to do? I want to see like if this is actually the problem, right? Like now you're saying, okay, we can adjust this, but how do you know that this is actually going to help? The sales team says the applications are actually the same.
What was that? The sales team.
What's up?
Split test it.
Okay, it's one way.
Oh. Like, how do you measure? Like, how do you measure this? Like that it actually worked, or if it has absolutely no impact.
If the people are selecting the same or getting past the qualification form and still hopping on the call and not being able to buy.
Okay, so I'll tell you guys exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the form, okay, and I'm going to go okay, and then I'm going to take the
Sales call?
the WooCommerce orders email, okay? Basically, okay, people on the form, they give me their name, their phone number, their email, okay? I've got thousands of applications, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna basically go into a sheet, right? And I'm gonna match all the orders, right? I'm gonna export basically a list of WooCommerce orders where all the orders that have basically come in for the past 6 months. Then I'm gonna take all the applications, okay? And then you do some data blending, okay? So I've got the data guy. We're gonna go do this. I'll probably do this today. And I'm gonna match up all of the applications that ordered. So I'm gonna find out which applications actually purchased, okay? And then I'm gonna look at the data of like, okay, what are the odds of someone who says they're making 1,000 to 1,500 actually purchasing, okay? Out of how many applications here actually ended up in an order. Now, I've actually done this in the past with Jenna. We only did it with like 50 applications, okay? So it wasn't really enough data to really like, for me to really feel confident in this. But what we found was like, for people that are like making less than like 1,500 to whatever, it was like an 8% chance of purchasing. For people that were like 2,000 and up, it was like a 40% chance, right? Now, for the past 6 months, like my lead cost has been $250 per call already. So I don't want to like qualify people harder. We don't really have a problem. We're closing 40% of deals. It's not a big problem, right? But now the fucking lead cost has dropped. The quality is also dropped, okay? And the sales team isn't closing. So I'm gonna look at the data and I'm gonna say, okay, if there's a 50% higher likelihood of people who are answering in this threshold actually purchasing, then I'm just gonna, fucking, even if there's like an 8% people that would have closed in this area, I'm just gonna ignore it because my lead cost is so cheap right now. Like, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have a
So-
question. Would anything with the lookalike targeting have anything to do with this? The fact that like you're targeting like customers that you said like have recently visited your page, because like what if you get like a string of like really bad leads that visit and then Facebook targets those people and more people like that? Does that ever happen?
Yeah, I mean the AI is like pretty optim. I mean, so that's also another thing that you can so Facebook, you can build lookalike audiences from different segments. So you can build lookalike audiences from people that visit your page. You can build lookalike audiences from people that book a call. You can build lookalike audiences from people that purchase. So the further down in the funnel you go, the higher quality that lookalike audience is, but it also needs data. So I believe it holds about like 6 months worth of data, and that's it, depending on how long you do it for. So you can build a lookalike audience on the past 7 days, or the past 30 days, or the past 180 days. Facebook needs 1,000 conversions to build a lookalike audience. So if you're booking 1,000 calls, then you can build a lookalike audience off of that, right? And it'll be good. Most people aren't booking 1,000 calls though, so they don't even have the opportunity to build a lookalike audience from something down like that far down in their funnel. Or I think it might be less. It might be like 100, not 1,000. But that's like baby stuff. If you're trying to build a lookalike audience off 100 people, Facebook's algorithm is not going to be that great. The more data it has, the better. So I like to be in the thousands, right? So if I look at page visits, I got like 30,000 page visits. I'm like, okay, that's a good, like, I can build a solid lookalike audience of that. Facebook really will know like who's visiting my page. I recently, I wasn't really tracking the Facebook conversion stuff too much because I was just sending people into Messenger and it was optimizing for like who's the highest likelihood of messaging me. But that's what I did today or in the past few days is I built more lookalike audiences. I started actually, so like I said, there's this whole iOS 14 update where Facebook got a lot more difficult to track leads. So the other day I set up a Zapier automation. So every time someone purchases something on my website, since Facebook doesn't really track it that accurately anymore, I set up an automation where it sends that data like through the back end, through the server, like into Facebook. So even if it doesn't track it like with the pixel on the website, like the website data, once it's ordered, it gets sent to the server. So I did that the other day to just kind of like help Facebook, like, you know, compensate for some of the more difficulties that Apple has been restricting Facebook with. So, so yeah, that's basically my plan. I mean, like you guys, like at a certain point, you guys are going to be like, you know, getting heavy into marketing. You know, I mean, like building funnels, conversion rate optimization, it's marketing, and marketing is like data and analytics. You can do design and stuff. You know, it's like you can do that 100%. But like what I'm telling you guys right now, this is where the real value is at. You know, like if you're able to diagnose problems like this, and just like you have to look at the whole fucking funnel, right? You have to question everything, right? The first thing is like you guys either like assume the salespeople is wrong, or you're like assume that they're right. You know, like that's when we first started this conversation. Emily was like, "Oh, they're lying," and then I'm like, "Well, I don't know. I think they're kind of right." Then you're like, "Okay, they're right." You know, and you just assume that they were right because I said that. You guys have nothing to base your decision off of. You need to go in. You need to look at the calls. You need to tell the business owner, say, okay, interesting. Do you mind if I take a look at that? Right? Can you send me either access to your Zoom account, or can you send me, you know, maybe the past 10 calls and some like 10 calls from like last month? Have you looked at the calls? Like you want to see this yourself, right? Like you need to like just assume that everyone you're talking to is bullshitting you at all times. Make no assumptions, okay? And then look at that. Once you look at that, can you now make a decision of like whether this is a true statement or not? Okay, now let's say if they were lying and the leads were good, how would that affect your decision on what to do?
It'd be a sales team thing.
It would totally change everything we just talked about for the past fucking 2 hours, right? It would be a completely
100%.
different problem, right? Whereas if you look at it and the leads are actually bad, okay, now what do you do? It's like they're two completely different problems. With like making that one wrong decision on that first thing that I said, could it like it could have completely fucked me as a client.
Yeah.
Like that's how important, like this is why people say in business, it's all about making good decisions. Like that's, if you ever heard Jeff Bezos or Steve, that's what like the high level CEOs, that's what they spend all their time doing, is making decisions.
Mhm.
And that's what we're talking about here. And what you need to make a decision.
Data.
Yeah.
Information.
You need information to make a
Informed decision.
right? So like making decisions without having any information is really fucking risky. And that could literally make or break the quality of work and this like the decision that you make for the business owner to try and help them with, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So like that could have been that first thing that we just discussed could have been a complete failure. You know, it could have been a complete waste of my time, could have been a complete waste of your time. If that one like once you make that one wrong decision, there's no going back, right? Because everything branches down from there. So at one point you make that one wrong decision, at one point it affects everything down the line. Okay. Now, let's say you look at the calls, you're able to make a good decision. You see that the leads are fucking bad, and then you look at the past 10 calls, okay, these were a lot better. Okay. Then the next thing you need to find out is like, what's the funnel look like? How are these leads coming in, right? What's every single step? You want to figure out like also the metrics, right? Like what's the cost per call? What's the cost per call last week? What's the cost per call now, right? That's ultimately at the end of the day, like what I'm optimizing for. So if last week, you know, like let's say if last week my cost per call is, you know, $300, and you know, it was like $100 cost per call, and our cost to acquire a customer was 300, right? So now it's a lot cheaper, right? What does that tell you is like, okay, like now that like you have room to play, right? But what if my cost per call went to $500, you know, and my cost per acquisition is now 2,000, and also the leads are bad? Then what happens?
Spending lots of money on like unqualified leads.
Yeah. So then it's what's broken. Is it the qualification form or is it
Facebook ad, target audience.
the marketing, right? It could be anything because what before they hit, you have to like what's happening before the call. It's the
Qualification form.
no before the qualification form, right? Like let's like before they book the okay, say so there's the qualification form. You're right. What else?
VSL,
The VSL. What else?
Messenger.
The ad.
The messenger. Okay, so those four things. So between the the messenger and the call, something's broken, right? Now we're getting bad leads and it's also way more expensive, right? So then one of those things is severely fucked up, right? The marketing is broken. So what do we need to do at that point? We need to figure out what
Information.
yeah, which one of those pieces is it that's broken, right? So then we want to look at the trends again. Is it okay? Is it the ads? Are the ads getting more expensive and less qualified? No, the ads are cheap, right? Okay, so then is it the VSL, right? Is the VSL not converting? Let's look at the watch time statistics. Is the watch time going down? Is the video maybe the video just broke? Maybe the video just broke. Who knows? Like that happens sometimes. And the video doesn't play and people are just going straight to the call. Could happen, right? And you go in there, you're like, oh, what the fuck? The video's broken. Nobody told me this, right? Or maybe, or the leads are cheap, the video's working, the watch time is the same as it was before and it was converting before. Or if you have no data, then maybe it's the watch time, right? And this is also how you learn, like, let's say you're, like the more experience you get, maybe you're working with 5 different business owners at some point. You're working with this dating coach. You're like, okay, this guy's getting a $5 cost per lead. Then you work with another dating coach. He's also getting a $5 cost per message, but he's not getting customers, right? Or maybe nobody's booking calls. What does that tell you, right? Then that tells you that this guy's VSL is broken because that's the only step that is between the message and the call. Right. And this is how experience, like this is like how experience helps you, is because now you're able to make comparisons between different people in the industry. Right. And you say, okay, well, I know that this guy's getting a $5 cost per message and this guy's getting the same cost per message, but this guy's booking 10 times as many calls as this one. So the only thing between that is basically the VSL and the application. So you can look at the application. That's pretty easy to measure. You just measure like how many people complete it. For me, it's like 80%. And then you measure, the only thing is the video. So like these are all the things you need to look at when you make a decision like this.
Can you explain how the cost per message works and like the cost for ads and everything like that? Like what determines those numbers? Like why it goes up and down?
Yes. So basically, okay, so the way that Facebook charges you is, let me see if it's in here. Okay, so Facebook charges you per impression, okay? So an impression is when someone sees your ad, okay? Okay. The CPM is, that's out of your control. Facebook says, look, we're gonna charge you $30 per 1,000 impressions, okay? Now, the cost per message depends on the conversion rate. So how many people click? So for me, I have a 3% CTR. So let's say if you're doing ads for someone, right? You're doing ads for fucking Tom and Jerry, right? Jerry and Tom both have $30 CPM, right? So, but then Jerry's getting a $50 cost per message and Tom is getting a $5 cost per message. And then you look at the CTR and you see that, Tom's got a 5% CTR and Jerry has a 0.5%, 0.5% CTR. Then the ad is just shit, right? The ad is not converting. So for me, like you can see, like I'm between 1% and 3%, but like honestly, anything over 2% is really good. Even over 1%, you can still make money. But once it drops below 1%, you got a really shitty ad. Okay. So, or maybe you look at Tom's account and Jerry's account, and they both have a 3% CTR. right? But Tom's CPM is like, you know, $5 and Jerry's is $100. That could also happen. And what does that mean then?
That Jerry has more impressions.
So it means that the audience that you're targeting is more expensive. Like if I target India, my CPM will be like 50 cents. If I target the US, it's going to be like $30 to $40, you know? So that could also tell you something, right? So this is how the metrics come basically made up. And then, you know, we're optimizing for messages. So if I click into this, you know,
Why is that? Why do some leads cost more money than other leads?
because Facebook puts a price tag on your dome and they say, look, this guy costs this much to fucking buy. So
Because like, let's say people in Indonesia, if you run ads here, you get a lot of fucking views, but people don't actually convert that well because they don't have money. They don't spend as like Western people do, right? If you run ads in the Western country, like people, it's expensive because like they have the money to actually spend it on you for expensive products. So that's how they kind of like.
And like, dude, Facebook knows everything about you too. So like, basically, when you create a campaign, it asks you what you want to optimize for. So, where is it?
Just
Okay.
click on create new campaign and then you can.
I think I have one here. Yeah. Okay. So basically, when I create the campaign, it asks me, what do I want to optimize for? Awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, or sales. So
More. What other options do we have?
it's none. Okay. So basically, like if I say I want to optimize for sales, which like you almost always want to do, Facebook is going to optimize for people that it thinks are going to purchase, right? If I say I want to optimize for engagement, it's going to optimize for people that are most likely to engage. Those might be two separate types of people, right? People that engage and click on a lot of ads may not necessarily be the type of people that have purchase behavior, right? And the people that have purchase behavior may not necessarily be the people that are clicking and commenting on the most posts on Instagram, right? So it like depends what you want.
Now, does the cost for those ads like depends? Like if you're just targeting engagement, would the cost be cheaper than someone for sales?
Probably. So you might want to test it because like for me previously it was they didn't have like, now they narrowed it down. Before they had like all my other ad
I
sets.
don't have that, Julian. I just checked on my ad account. I do not have that. I still have the exact same.
I don't
thing
know,
as we
but
had
I wouldn't do
before.
it because my ads basically stopped spending. So yeah, basically what happened is before they had messaging as an objective. So I set it as messaging. Now you select purchase, right? So I'll select like sales. And then inside of the ad set, I select messenger. Okay. So like this is stuff that you want to test out. You'll test out like maybe engagement because it might be cheaper, but then if you notice you're not getting any purchases, then you say, okay, let's try and maybe change the campaign objective to purchase and see if that changes anything. I don't know. That's something where we can't really we don't have data to make a decision off that right now. This is a new thing that just happened, so we test it, you know?
So I guess what I was trying to figure out is, so if you have a higher cost per ad, that's a good thing, because that usually means that you're targeting a better audience, or is it just totally like dependent on multiple things?
It totally depends, you know? I mean, like, yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It could mean that my ad is shit, you know? But for me, like it depends what you're comparing it to, you know? For me, I'm comparing it to my last month's results. And last month we had higher costs per lead, but also more people converting and the quality was higher. So I'm comparing it to that, you know?
Oh, for example, when COVID started, before that, let's say I get a purchase for my jewelry brand for like $40 or whatever. When COVID happened, everyone moved online. So all of a sudden, my ad cost like tripled. Like it was $150 to get one purchase, which was obviously not fucking worth it at all. And that just meant I either have to become a really fucking good marketer and like accelerate and like get the ad cost down so my purchases would be worth it again, or I quit, right? Like,
but how do you get the ad cost down? How would
do
you
you
get
get
the
it
ad cost down? Yeah,
What do you think?
would that just have to directly do with the amount of people that buy from the amount of people that click your ad?
Yeah.
Less targeted leads, like it's not as niche down.
So what can you do to like get the cost down of an ad? Like, let's say 1,000 people click on your ad and 0 buy. What can you do? Or maybe let's say 1,000 people see your ad, but nobody clicks and nobody buys. Like, what does that mean?
Your
It's
ad
either a bad
sucks.
ad or it's in front of the wrong audience.
Yeah. So what can you
What if
do?
a lot of them click the ad, but they don't buy?
Okay, then that's a good question. So what do you think? They click on the ad, let's say they get led to a landing page, and then they don't buy. Where could be the problem?
Well, it obviously would be the landing page, but I think I was thinking more of like e-commerce.
Yeah, e-commerce, but like anything else, like every funnel is different. Like for e-commerce, I send them straight to the product, right?
Mhm.
So, it could be, for me, it could be product is, too expensive. It could be product is not a good product. The sales copy on my page is shit. Like it could be a million things that I would need to test out. But yeah, it has something to do with like that landing page because it doesn't convert.
Right.
Or the product, yeah.
Just like where you're taking them to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
This is good stuff. I have like a client like on the line from right before when I left for Bali, and she's looking for a funnel consultant, not a funnel designer, funnel consultant, because she has multiple offers. 2 of them are selling like fantastic, and then her third offer, it sells amazingly in person, but she's having a really, really difficult time like figuring out what the hell's going wrong in her pipeline, because she's obviously made like successful funnels in the past. And so this is good stuff.
nice.
Yeah, so basically also to answer your question about like what happens if you have a lot of people clicking on the ad but nobody's purchasing, it might be like it could be, well, it depends if you're collecting leads. So like you want to collect the lead, and then if it's a high ticket product, it's a sales process issue.
Yeah.
Either you look at the conversion rate of like, I mean, how are you collecting leads? Are you doing to Messenger, because then you have the lead right away? Or if you send them to an opt-in page, then maybe they have to opt in, and is the opt-in page converting at like, opt-in page should convert at least at like 25-30%. If it's not, then the opt-in page sucks, maybe if it's converting at 5%. If you're collecting leads and you're not getting sales, then get a fucking sales team.
Yeah, then your sales
Yeah.
process sucks.
Yeah.
How does getting a sales team affect that?
Oh my God, it makes marketing so much easier.
Or like knowing sales yourself. Like there's business owners that have no clue. They've never done a sales call, like Cameron, for example, right? Has no fucking clue about sales and how to hop on a sales call. And like if they don't have that down, like yeah, they can hop on like 100 calls and convert nobody. But that doesn't mean the person was bad, right? Or it's just like your sales are literally bad, but these people are fucking qualified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
It supports the market that you do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sales massively supports marketing. If you want to convert just from marketing, you have to be like the best marketer in the world. Like you have to be top 1%. If you have a decent marketing process and you're collecting leads and you have decent salespeople, those salespeople will like fucking follow up with these people and take proactive action until the point where like, they're just closing deals.
Yeah.
But if you just do marketing, you have to get really advanced with like, you have to have a really insane webinar VSL. You have to be really good at like copy and like doing insane webinars. And then you have to create a bunch of urgency, integrate like all the marketing, insane email marketing automation, like urgency time, like actual real deadlines and different offers and like back end promotions and all this shit.
Do you think
you gotta get really technical with
worth
it?
it? Do you think it's worth it? Do you think it's worth it to have that marketing? Or is it?
It's always good. I mean, it's always good. I'm just saying it's like,
I
Way
mean,
harder.
yeah. Like you mean email marketing or
Yeah, do you think that would support even if you had a sales team?
Yeah,
what do you
100%
think?
always. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, you want to have the best sales team in the world and be the best marketer in the world, always.
Like
But
if you
you
don't
know,
use every avenue that you could, like you're leaving money on the table. Like
yeah. I
sometimes
mean,
like
I'm not slacking in my marketing because I have a sales team. You know, like I
yeah.
still continue to like create sick ads and like try and out fucking beat everyone else with marketing as well. But like,
The only
if I just did
constraint
marketing, like,
oh, you want to go ahead, Julian?
that's it. Yeah. So I mean, like, I would focus more like on just yeah, checking this stuff
Do you have
out.
any marketing books?
I mean, it's just honestly like marketing
No.
books. Marketing is just
Influence.
copy. Like you got to know copy, and then just like
Influence?
basically you want to huh?
Influence?
Influence is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sales. I mean, like I would
Marketing
say
is
yeah, marketing and sales is, I mean, influence, yeah, you can use, you'll use, like, you will sell in your marketing, but just know sales, like know what triggers people, right? And then use that in your marketing so you can sell people in your, like your marketing. Good copy. But then as far as like the tactics and the strategies that people are doing, this is it change, marketing changes so fast, right? It's a really like fast-paced industry. So like you have to reverse engineer, like stay on trends, see what other marketers are doing, check out Sabri Subi, check out people like Sam Ovens, see how their funnels are working, reverse engineer stuff. And this is how you'll know like what things like Messenger, that might be a new thing, you know, that's just like people are doing Messenger ads all of a sudden. You notice like landing pages aren't converting that well. You're going to reverse engineer that. Or Facebook groups are like a new thing. People are like running ads to Facebook groups, right? You want to reverse engineer this stuff because by the time that a book's written about, it's like 5 years have passed, you know? These trend, like, you know, the different marketing angles and strategies, like these happen quick. You know, TikTok, boom, all of a sudden TikTok platform blows up in the last year. People are fucking banking on TikTok ads. Nobody's written a book on TikTok ads, you know?
Yeah.
But like,
Now
it's a
they're
new
coming
thing.
out
It's
with it.
popping up.
It's
Like
getting mainstream.
with marketing, when you're the first to a market, it's like you always want to be first, right? Like with TikTok ads, no, like everyone's on Facebook. Most, like, I don't know how to run TikTok ads, right? So if you know how to figure out how to do TikTok ads, you're going to be one of the first in that market, right? And that's always like, you're now like ahead of everyone else. That's a big advantage, right? Is being the first player in like a market, right? You're basically going in there, you're slaughtering the fucking whales, you know, like there's just so much fucking leads to get and nobody's taking them, right? Whereas once it gets more competitive, it gets more difficult. Like you don't want to compete. So being first is always like good. And that could be in the strategy or like the market that you're going after, you know? So that's the best way, is just stay on top of trends.
Just funnel hack. Every single day, you should actually set your goal to go through like reverse engineer like at least one funnel a day. Like that's the only way you can like see what is going on, what are people doing, and like kind of just compare this. And even the people you're working with, I mean, you see what Julian and I are doing. Like this is like the only way for you guys, and that's like homework I want to give you too. So one funnel a day.
Also,
Click
the
on
next
the
thing
ad. Yeah.
okay, something that I just want to mention real quick is so something I noticed with you guys also is like you guys like to like complicate things a lot, right? Like it's all about fundamentals. So like a lot of these complex funnels, like they're helpful with businesses that are doing well. You know, if you're working with a business that's doing 100K a month and they have the resources to go actually create other products, they have something that's already doing like really well, then you might launch like a book or like, you know, something else on top of it. But when you're starting out with any business, like, you know, what I've realized honestly, like by looking at you guys over the past 2 months, is you guys are working with a lot of businesses that are like just starting. Okay. If that business isn't making over 100K a month and they don't have a high ticket offer, then like that's the first thing you really need to do. Okay. And in order to do that, you're not going to get there by building like an insane complex ecosystem. Okay. It's just by having a good fucking VSL and a sales team, like, or salesperson doing calls, right? Like you can get to 100K. Alex closed 160K in contracts last month. One person. Okay. One person. You can close over 100K a month with one sales, like each salesperson Like their KPI should be like around 100K a month. Okay. So the easiest way to build a solid funnel for any of these businesses is to have just like leads, have a consistent stream of leads and salespeople closing the leads. Okay. All you need for that is literally, either an opt-in page or Messenger, a VSL page, and a Calendly link, right?
And I take it offer.
And a good offer, right? A good offer with a solid guarantee, right? If you have a good offer with a solid guarantee and you can get people on the phone and make people really good fucking promises, you'll get sales. Okay. So like with Emily, like you had this client and you're like, he had all these different offers, this book, the $7 like mini course that he wanted to create. Bro, honestly, like if you're not even able to sell your 2, 3, 4, 5K offer yet, like why are you focusing on making $7? Like fuck the $7. Fuck the $7. Like it's a stupid way to spend your time. The only reason why you might want to do that is if you've already got like, so you're basically like already like capturing the entire, like let's say I'm doing funnel design, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm making like $1 million a month. And I've noticed that like, it's really hard for me to scale beyond $1 million a month because I'm basically saturating the entire market at this point. Like all the funnel designers already know my face. Like I'm recognized everywhere I go on the street. And like, I can't scale beyond this because there's no more market to fucking scale into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a $5 ebook to people that don't even know anything about like funnels to try and open me up into a new market, right? So that I can educate them and then maybe like down the line sell them into my product, right? Like that's like where like that's where this advanced stuff comes in.
Yeah, sorry, my dog's barking for the last 20 minutes, so I didn't ask any questions. But I created a whimsical for this guy, and I definitely overcomplicated it like crazy. Because I want to have them be happy and like they, he came to the call, he says that he wants to have low ticket, he wants to have mid ticket, he wants to have high ticket, right? And like I feel like the business owners make it complicated, and I want to create a funnel that really like helps them see that vision, right? But I have to challenge their vision and tell them like this low ticket is not worth your time until this high ticket is where you want it to be.
It also depends how you phrase it. If you say, all right, so just so you know, like doing low ticket is stupid. He's not going to like that, right? But
Right.
if you talk to him, you got to sell your ideas, like you're selling them on the contract, but you're also selling them on like what you're going to help them with. So then you say, all right, John, you said you want to make 100K a month, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So, or Emily, Emily, you want to make 100K a month, right? And these are the offers you have right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my idea. The good news is in order to get you to 100K a month, it's actually like, we don't even have to complicate it. We can actually just build like a super simple funnel, right? Just to get you to 100K a month, and that should be your high ticket offer. Once we get you to 100K a month, then we can start adding on other offers, but we shouldn't really like complicate things until the fundamentals are really working, right?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So like that's like, and the good news for you is it's going to cost you less too, right? Like for me, it's like, I just need to like, it's going to be easier. It's going to be faster to set up. And once we have the fundamentals really working, then we can like get into the more advanced stuff, right? But I want to make sure that first you've got a good steady stream of income coming in from your high ticket offer, because the high ticket offer is always going to be the offer that's going to make you the most money.
That's so
Cool.
true.
Perfect. Okay.
I have that whimsical. I want to show you.
It's less intimidating. Trust me, you'll close more if you just say this and you say, okay, all we need to do is these 3 pages. I can get this done by the end of the week. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
He wants like a sales closer. He wants an appointment setter. Is it okay if I show you the whimsical and like what I came up with? Obviously, I'm not going to do the mid-ticket funnel.
I'm going to go grab some water, but go pull it up.
Okay. Yeah, it's super overcomplicated.
Show us.
Yeah. Okay.
How did Julian phrase that earlier? It was like like you don't want to say like let's keep it super simple or something. What did he? How did he say it?
I think he said, this is the good news. It's super, I think he did say it's super simple.
Yeah, it's super easy,
Okay.
simple. Like people want simple and easy. People don't want hard.
Yeah, okay,
Okay, this is the good news. It's super
hard.
simple and easy. All we need to do is these 3 pages. I can get this done by the end of the week.
Yeah.
It's basically created the same funnel for Cameron, but instead of the retreat, it's a mini course.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the
Yeah,
reason
so
why,
basically, what could you scratch completely to just give him the first result? Because if you give him the first result, like, you know, he'll stick around anyways.
yeah, that's so true. I think that I overcomplicate it because they come to the call with so many ideas, because business owners are like
Yeah.
visionaries. They have
Yeah.
so many ideas on where they want to go, but I want to be able to help people not complicate things and also like scale with less complication. So
Yeah.
I think that I would just scratch the mid-ticket mini course and focus on creating the high ticket VSL funnel first. And then once that's working, then we can add on this funnel. And would you recommend showing him this funnel and just say like, once this is optimized, then we can do this? Or would you just scratch that and just show him this?
Yeah. I would just say one thing, because like all he wants is like, I don't know how high he wants to scale or whatever, but
Send me the
like,
link. Send me the link.
Julian, you want to go through it? Yes.
I was just saying that the mini
I need
ticket
a,
one would just be scratched. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Anyone with the link can edit. Okay, I'm gonna resend you the link. Is it working? You have
I'm
to
losing my voice, guys.
Oh no, I think you have to zoom out, possibly. Yeah. This is extremely overcomplicated.
Oh my
But
God, yeah. Just
the high ticket VSL funnel is for his course that he's doing. So that's basically what you told me to do. Is the
I would, yeah, I would have an aneurysm if I was your client.
okay.
They don't, honestly, they don't really care.
They just wanted to solve
That's
it.
how we close Cameron with this.
This is like the same funnel that we closed him with.
Yeah.
Julian.
I don't know why, like I have it's literally this simple. Like, this is it.
Nice.
Right? And the main, this is the funnel here. And honestly, if you do Messenger, it's just from here. VSL, call booking page, thank you page, right? Your ads are coming in from Messenger. That's all you need. And then maybe like an appointment setter to, you know, and we could do some email marketing on the side. That's all you need.
I
Okay.
would love that. I don't want to do another big project. I mean, I do. I was wondering, like, as far as the appointment setter and the closer, because he said that he would greatly benefit from that.
Yeah.
And he wants to
So
add on.
here's what you need. I can get you closers. it's going to be a fee. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. So I can get you closers. I will train them up in my training as well, and we'll charge a fee to the guy, and I'll give you a cut of the commission. Okay, so it's going to be expensive. It'll be like, I don't know, 5K, 6K, and then I'll give you like a grand or two. I don't know, I have to figure it out. And then we will basically
Sales call tomorrow.
yeah. So tell him we'll get him a fully trained closer, guaranteed to close at 20%. No worries. Okay. You have this resource. Okay. But in order for us to get him a good closer, he needs to have enough calls. So what that means is for a month or two, he's going to have to fucking do calls until he's going to pass out. Okay. Like he needs to be doing like 50 plus calls a month. You know, that means like at least 3 days out of the week, he's doing like 5 or 6 calls on those days. Like for at least 3-4 days a week.
For you
Right.
to
Or maybe like, huh?
for you to train them up. Is that why?
No, because a salesperson's not going to come on board if there's no calls to close. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like for a salesperson to make an income, you know, like they want to be making 10K a month at least, you know, and in order to do that, if they're getting paid 10% commission, like they need to be bringing in 100K a month in revenue, which is like at least 100 calls a month.
Okay.
So
Oh.
like a salesperson, they will leave you if there's no calls. If there's no calls, they're gonna go look for another company. Like, yo, this guy doesn't have leads. Like, I need leads. That's all they want. So he needs to you need to prove that there's leads there. You know, do some calls. If you see that there's okay, we can scale up the ads. This is working. You know, he's gonna have to do calls for himself, and it's also he's gonna benefit because he's gonna be able to build a better sales process for his product in the meantime. So he'll understand the scripts and the problems and the questions, and then you can create like a SOP for the salesperson with that.
Okay. And Jasmine and I were talking about this on a mock call that we did the other day. And we were talking about having this as like a project and a case study for the marketing agency that we could all work
Mhm.
on. And I told her that that's something that I would be open to because, you know, you guys do this, the appointment setter and the closers. And then we can also work on the ads together. And I told her that I want to give this as a project to the team.
Yeah, you
But
could do that.
I have questions about like the objections that might come up and how to solve them. And they're probably pretty easy for you. So he's on Kajabi right now, and he said that he only wants to do Kajabi because it's super easy for him. He has his course there. I literally just built out Cameron's course today on LearnDash. It took me like 2 hours, but I think that in order for me to solve that objection, I'm curious what you would say.
Okay. So I've also been like having I've been having some thoughts about like the funnels as well, because what I realized too is like I want things to be simple for you guys. And I found a few I found a few other platforms that might make your life easier, give you better results with design, and also like it might just be easier because like you don't need to have like you don't need the types of setup, like your clients don't need the setup that I have, you know, like they don't need Buddy, like a fucking app and Buddy Boss. Most of these people, like they don't even have a validated offer yet, right? What they need is a quick landing page, something that looks nice and something that converts, right?
I mean,
ClickFunnels is like,
he has an offer. It's like earning him 10K a month.
yeah. Kajabi. So like Kajabi is a course hosting platform. They have a website builder too, but you can also like, you can have a marketing, like you can connect stuff with Zapier too. That's also fine. So you can have a marketing site, right? Basically just like a landing page builder. And then when someone, you can send people to Kajabi, right? So basically like what you could do,
Okay.
this is what I wanted to show you, okay?
He said
What's
that
up?
he wants to have his landing page built on Kajabi, and he said that like, you know, he's been wanting to do that, but I think that if there is a way for us to integrate his Kajabi course with the website, like with Zapier,
Yeah.
then
So
I
I'll show
don't
you
have
right now.
to solve that objection.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I want you guys to test this platform out because I'm thinking about switching some stuff. Okay. So WordPress is good because you can build. The reason why I'm saying this is because like I'm starting to lean more towards like, you know, honestly, just Like, I don't even want to mention these like more complicated funnels because I feel like it's not the first thing. And for some reason, like, you guys are like the business owners. You want to complicate shit for no reason, right?
Yeah. It just
So
brings us more money.
yeah. And I'm like, don't complicate things. So I almost like just seeing this, I want to get rid of all the other funnels and just literally like just tell you guys like, look, messenger to fucking salesperson, 100K a month. Until then, shut up, right?
Mhm.
And in order to do that, like a messenger funnel, like you don't even like you don't even need WordPress, honestly. Like you just need a landing page and a Calendly link. You know, like the reason why I used WordPress and because Cartflows is powerful. You know, it's the only other competitor to
ClickFunnels?
ClickFunnels, right? And the design is way better. But if you don't need to do all these upsells and downsells, you also don't really need to use, like, you can use anything. You can use anything that sends people to fucking Calendly. You can put Calendly anywhere. You can put it in, you know, Webflow. You can put it in fucking WordPress. You can put it in ClickFunnels. You can put it in Lead Pages. You can put it anywhere. You can put it in Wix or Squarespace for all I fucking care, right? The main thing is booking calls. So I'm like, okay, like honestly, I think we should just focus on this. Just keep it simple, book calls. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, I was checking out this platform the other day, and also like I want you guys to just get stuff done fast. I also don't want you guys again focusing on the wrong things. Like focusing on complicating things is not important. Focusing on getting like a working, functioning funnel out, a landing page with a VSL, and then calls. That's more important, right? Like you need to focus on how can we get calls into this business owner's calendar, like ASAP, right? Don't focus on like how can I build this crazy like complex funnel. You're focusing on the wrong metric. It's like my fucking recruiter that I'm telling her like she's working 8 hours a day, but I don't. Where's the people? You've been working for a month. I don't have any fucking interviews. I don't care if you've been working 8 hours a day. I need interviews, right? Focus on the result. So what we need is simple landing page to book a call. That's what we need. So I was looking at this platform the other day and it looks super simple to use. I've been playing around with it a bit. It's called Framer. Okay. It's a really, really dope landing page builder. They just launched like 3 months ago. Okay. And this is why I tell you guys, always check out Product Hunt because I want to like find out
Yeah.
stuff that's easier and faster to ship. This is going to be 100 times easier than WordPress, and they've got some really sick designs. So they actually have like,
We could use this for him because he sent me a website that was insane. There was no way I could build it on WordPress.
yeah. So they've even had some templates here. So these are like free templates that are included.
Those are beautiful.
And basically what this site is it's like Figma.
Mhm.
Oops.
Oh, weird. So it's super user friendly.
Whoops. Okay. I need to preview this. Okay. Okay. Super sick. Okay. Like this looks like a $10,000 website. Okay.
Mhm.
Simple, but looks really solid. You don't have to set up any complicated stuff. So basically, like, I'll open it up. Okay, so you can basically open it up. You start a new project, right? So I can go start a new project. Let's say I want. Okay, so they've got all the video tutorials, the help articles, and everything. But for me, I can even just like, yeah.
So if I were to sell him on this, though, I wouldn't be able to show him it.
What?
Because he did say on the discovery call, he was like, I hate when people like DM me and I come on the call, but I find out that I'm like their third or fourth client. And I'm
What do you
like,
mean?
you know, he's gonna definitely ask for testimonials from me and like websites and people that I've worked with.
Oh, is that an issue?
I just want to make sure that I can close him so that we can have him.
Okay. So yeah, basically you build this out like it's Figma. It's like super easy to do. You can import a template too. And then yeah, you basically just like site title, all the SEOs here. So you just name the site. You know, this is your Google, right? Creators training. You know, boom. This is how people see it in Google. You add your logo, which is like, you know, your little thing up here in the header. You can add Google Analytics and like, yeah, you know, upgrade the plan to add your custom code. And then you can just publish it to the web, and then you can connect your domain. Yeah, so here you can basically click, okay. Yeah. So I have to upgrade the plan, but you can have a free domain, which is like creativetraining.framer.website, or I can just connect my own domain. And then you just publish this, right? And then all you need to do, if you want to connect this to like Kajabi, is you put the link to the Kajabi checkout. Boom. And then it just redirects to like, you know, like basically like if you look at like, this is like what most marketing websites are. Like, let's say you look at like not closers. Okay. Let's say you look at Close, right? This is like their marketing page. But when you click on like actually, let's say logging in, it's not built on their website. It's built on app on a subdomain, app.close.com, right? So you could do this for Kajabi as well. Like you can put, I mean, if you don't care, it'll just redirect to like, you know, app.kajabi.creatorstraining.com or whatever. And then you just have the checkout here, boom. And then people check out. So it goes to like the other, it doesn't really matter.
Okay. So it doesn't matter. Okay.
Right.
That's really cool. Are you saying that for this client, just do the add to message to VSL to book a call? That's
Yeah.
it. And don't even do email marketing or do?
You can, I always do email marketing. So
Okay. Do you find it harder to upsell people or like when when this funnel is working and I want to upsell them on like a mid-ticket funnel, would that be possible?
it's going to be way easier. Like the easier you make the experience working with you the first time and the better results you get them, the more they're going to want to continue working with you and listening to you.
Okay.
Like do something that works, you know, and he will forever trust you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They're not going to be weirded out by using like a platform like that instead of like something that's more, I don't know, custom, and they're not going to care.
The only thing that matters is speed and like the design and the copy. Like the end result is all that matters. It doesn't really matter what you use, you know?
Okay. So if this is like a case study possibility like client, and we're going to be doing appointment setters and closers, I don't know if I feel like confident in closing him on that yet. I want to help him in the best way possible, but I don't feel like I'm going to be able to close him.
When is your call with him?
He lives in Bali, so it's Tuesday 8 a.m.
Oh, he lives in Bali. Oh, really?
Tuesday 8 a.m. your time. Yeah.
Oh.
I can go show up at his house.
You guys are all in Bali right now. Oh my god. Yeah. So
Maybe I can hop on the call with him.
Julian, I would literally pay you to do that.
Yeah, I'm open to that.
Because then it could be a case study for all of us. And I want that to happen because I know that if I can make someone money, then, or if someone makes money from me helping them, then I can make money. And that's the
Okay.
selfish reason why.
Yeah, no, I can do that. I'm gonna close him on the appointment setter and the salesperson, and then I'm just gonna keep the funds for that.
Okay.
And then whatever you want to charge for the website, that's fine too. So
Would you be able to help with objection handling as far as like Kajabi and all that shit?
yeah, of course, easy.
Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. That shit scares me.
I just have to check because tomorrow. So it's Tuesday, 8 a.m. So that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's tomorrow. And I've been in contact with him. And I want someone to have an authority. Like if you were there, then you could have the authority figure as someone that's like, this shit actually works. You know, like
Yeah.
I know that this shit works because he was telling me like I get hit up all the time by people that think that they're doing shit that works and it doesn't. But I don't have the type of case studies that you do. But I think I would just be like, this is actually someone on my team. His name's Julian. He's been able to scale his businesses, and we actually think that we could get you to this level.
Yeah. I would just say we work together. Like, 'cause there's a chance that he knows me if he lives in Bali, like, or he knows of me, you know?
So we work together. Change your Zoom name to no, don't change your Zoom name, but
Yeah. But yeah, we'll hop on the call. We'll see how it goes. Do you know what you want to charge for the funnel?
well, it's the same funnel as Cameron's funnel, so I was gonna charge 18.5 and do all the copy for free again.
Gotcha.
It's
What are you
literally
gonna?
the same thing.
But you're not going to use the mid-ticket product, so you would probably
Yeah,
cut it.
we're literally the funnel we're gonna build him is gonna be super simple. So
I'll show you how much I'm gonna charge them because I want him to have the website funnel, right? Would that be? Because then, no, actually, he doesn't need that. See, I don't
Just
know.
start
funnel you
off
need to build him
very
is-
simple.
yeah, honestly, like
Do you think that the website funnel would be necessary as far as like having a landing page? Because without that, then he only has a VSL page. Like someone, when they're looking up relationship coach, Simon, they see the landing page, right? But it gives them the option, kind of like what you have, Julian, to take them to the training.
yeah.
So I'm gonna keep that for 1,500, and then I'm gonna have the VSL page, which is 1,000, and then the VSL script and slides, which is 4,000, and then the book a call page is 500, and then the DM closing script is 2K, sales script is 2K, and then email marketing is 3K.
Can you send me this in Slack and we'll hash it out there.
Okay. You don't understand how much I am excited for this, but yeah, so that's 14K. So then whoever does any of the work, like if Jean does the design, then you get that portion of it. But maybe I take a little percentage for selling.
I'm thinking it's a little much. Like I don't know if I would like, because what I'm thinking is way simpler. Like I would rather just like get him results and then have like an agreement to do like more work after.
Oh yeah, like what you were talking about with the marketing agency offer as far as like the commission.
Something like that. But send me your ideas. Let's talk about this in Slack. Also, I want you guys to all go check out Framer. Okay. Because
Okay.
if you can build, I think you can build this guy's website in literally like 2 or 3 hours, you know, like super simple with this, and then just send it to, well, he needs to send it to a call. So, you know,
Yeah.
on the call, you can use Kajabi checkout. Doesn't really matter.
Okay. And then my other question was for Cameron. I told him I would start running his ads soon. So I'm sending him the VSL tomorrow. I had a copywriter. I hired a copywriter to like edit it, and then I'm gonna send him the slides in the copy, and he's gonna film it, and we publish the site. So now we need to
Cool.
run ads.
Yeah, perfect. So
Are we gonna learn that together on the mastermind, or do I learn that?
I think it's going to be way better for you to launch the ads on your own, and then for us to take a look at them once they're all launched and ready to like already running.
Okay.
Like setup will take, it's just time consuming. It's not even that hard.
Okay, and then I'll create another creative, and would it be okay if I send that in Slack and you approve it?
Yeah, just send the creative in Slack and just tell me like what you're targeting. You know, say I'm targeting like these interests, like dating or relationships or whatever.
Okay.
As long as it's like, yeah, it's honestly pretty. Ads are pretty fucking easy nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna practice objections for the rest of the night.
It's yeah. I mean, I don't think it's that like. The main objection is just for me, it's fear, you know? So that's the main objection I just kind of keep in mind because that's something that I can't control. But for everything else, it's just logic for me, you know? Like I know that like if he's not at 100K a month, there's something he's doing wrong if he has a good offer. So it's either the offer or like the sales process, and I can fix all of that for him like that. So just for me, it's like all easily solvable problems, and like it's easy for me to talk about on the call because I know like bro, like this is your problem,
Mhm.
you know?
You want
And I
me
can
to give
explain it.
you, on the whimsical I sent you, I kind of did a rundown of his current funnel and then also target audience, like all of the things that he's wanting, his pain points, what he desires. So I don't know if you want to check
On the
that out.
current whimsical.
Yeah.
Um,
On the Simon. If you go down to the white boxes,
Yo, no one told me that all the villas in Bali come with a maid. This shit is so nice. Oh my god.
Bro, we
They come
never
with-
clean, we never cook, we never do anything other than business.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. This is great. Also, did you guys find it easier to wake up early when you're in Bali? Like I'm waking up at like 5:30 every morning, like
I
just
mean, your
naturally.
jet lag is fucking helping you with that. So
Well, no, I've been here for like 2 weeks. Like,
yeah,
think
but
you're
when you
still
come,
jet-
you wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m. Yeah, so you just keep it up.
sure, maybe that's it. Just have
You
it.
you gotta take that momentum and don't stop.
Yeah, just keep going. Yeah, no, it's great having Brennan here, the guy who owns his who has a Facebook marketing agency that I'm with right now. He like we've just been keeping each other super accountable, like go, 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 go. It's been
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it in the chat. I've got food. Food. Oh yeah, my food is here, so I gotta go. But let's talk about it in Slack, and then basically when we come to the call, like I don't know if I'll be able to join the whole call because I got to start ramping up my salespeople at 9 a.m. So I might be able to join for like the first 30 minutes or so. But yeah, I have five. Huh?
Should I send you my sales script that I'm gonna be saying? And
You can if you want. I mean, I don't think it's that important. I'm just gonna basically come and just kind of like talk to him about like you're building all the funnel stuff. You're gonna help him deliver all the deliverables. I'm basically gonna just help with like the sales process and like the salespeople. So I'm just gonna come talk to him about that, and then I will basically like, yeah, I'll handle like some of the website stuff. Like if he has questions about Kajabi, but I'll come in and I'll let him know that I've got to train the sales team that he wants to be hiring like in 30 minutes. So
yeah, beautiful. Okay, sounds great. I'm excited, and hopefully we can
Cool.
get this guy to close and make a shit ton of money.
Yes.
Send it to me in the chat. I'll see you guys.
Okay,
Best of
bye.
luck.
Hopefully you
Bye,
can
guys.
get the
See
client
ya.
results.
Yeah, that's the goal.
All that matters.
Yeah.
Sweet
See you
guys.
guys. Cheers.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.